our eternal leader, a former president of Biafra, and Owazirike as well. We salute all those that have lost their lives in this path of Biafra. And we salute those that are still fighting to this day. Our Biafra Defense Forces, we remain grateful to all of you. As we sleep and wake up, as we walk around, as we take coffee, as we work, whatever we do, we come back to remember all of you who are sacrificing your lives, your own pleasure, your own existence to see that Biafra land is defended, protected, liberated from the hands of the terrorists. And above all, the Biafra we declared is fully restored and achieved. I salute Biafrans that are making sure the war chest of Biafra is not dried up. And the political, diplomatic, and recognition outreach in the exiled government is not curtailed. Your finances and your contributions are doing exploit. And we continue to uphold your existence and your sacrifices to Biafra. To whom much is needed of, more is expected of us to put in so that we can be able to achieve all that we need. We have a task in exile and in the homeland. And Biafrans in the homeland are doing all they can to make sure they achieve that task. That task is to see that Biafra land is liberated. That task is to see that we don't carry 250 dead bodies overnight. It was all about Biafra, Biafra, Biafra before, in all over one Nigeria. Our supreme leader was kidnapped all the way from Kenya because of speaking up against what is coming to Nigeria. But today, the reverse has become the case. Our prime minister was also detained because of putting his life on the line, carrying the cross of the Biafran people from where our supreme leader had stopped when he was kidnapped. Being the face of Biafra, being the spokesperson of the Biafran people, carrying our burden and speaking our truth to power. And then he was detained. And we look forward to seeing our Prime Minister tomorrow in court and thereafter, because the court proceedings have to continue. And we are winning. So, update will be coming from Finland as at when due. I salute all Biafrans. And we must pray for our Prime Minister, and we must pray for our leader. We must pray for all our Biafran brothers and sisters who are detained, incarcerated, tortured, and beaten to stupor because of Biafra. And our Biafra Defense Forces who sacrifice their lives to make sure we have Biafra. The Biafra we are working for is not in America. The Biafra we are working for is not in UK or Europe. That Biafra is in Biafra land. That is where we have to be doing the liberation. That is where we have to liberate. But since they don't allow us to stay inside that contraption and conduct the freedom process, that is why we have to bring the freedom process from diaspora. Yes. We bring the freedom process from diaspora. That is why we conducted the Declaration Convention in Finland, because the zoo country did not give us the permission or the enabling environment for us to be able to stand in our own soil to carry out that freedom process, that declaration process. So we had to gather in exile to do it. And we are not the first people to gather in exile to discuss about our Declaration of Independence. Many countries have told that part before now, and many countries actually stood in Washington, D.C., in America to declare their independence, while later going back to their homeland to liberate their homeland. Many countries sat in other continents to also do the same. So we are not doing what others have not done before. We are only applying some of our own formula into it. And we see no reason why those that actually taught us this template of government in exile and the civil disobedience and applying every law and act of self-defense, we see no reason why in our own case, those that taught us, which we came to see, we are only trying to amplify what they taught us. We see no reason why our own case should become international crime. That is why we are in Finland court, in European Commission court, to explain to them what Biafra is all about. So it is opportunity for the entire world to know more about Biafra. So don't be in a panic mood. All you have to do is to pray for our Prime Minister. Yes, because as he appears in court every day, Biafra appears in court. And the case of Biafra is presented in court. And those that did not know much about Biafra will now get to understand. And for the past 6 months, they that detain our Prime Minister have also had time to go and dig deep to know more about the Biafra, coupled with what we have now presented to them. So they will lead that negotiation table between the Biafran people and the Nigerian terrorist government and the UK, who are standing behind them. We have declared the restoration of independence, United States of Biafra, and we must defend it. No going back. That is why we applaud the Biafra Defense Forces in the homeland. We applaud the Biafrans in the homeland for standing their ground and doing the needful. So, our hope is not on the Igbo appointed leaders, those criminals that have been appointed to dig our graves. Our hope are not on them. Our aspirations are not on them. Our dreams are not on them. Our future are not on their shoulders. We don't have any hope. We don't have anything like security from those people. No, 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 no. They are all sold out. Our only hope is on Biafra Defense Forces. Our only hope is on BRGIE. And our ultimate hope is on Chukwu Kikabiama, who brought forth Biafra Defense Forces and BRGIE to stand for the people of Biafra. The massacre of the Biafran people, which made us to have Eastern Security Network in 2020 under the leadership of our Supreme Leader, the massacre of the Biafran people did not trigger everybody in the entire world to talk. It did not also trigger our leaders in Biafra land to talk. It did not also trigger the content creators, the bloggers to talk. But after the detention of our Prime Minister, the reason why Fulani terrorists did not take over the entire Nigeria came to be. Yes. That is why we say thank you to our APM. Yes. Thank you for standing your ground. Thank you because without you filling in the vacuum of our Prime Minister, Biafrans don't know what would have happened now. Biafra Defense Forces, thank you for all you do. Because if you were not all there, hey, we don't know where our babies, women, and children would have been now. General Igwe Butuzo, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Biafran people, we salute you. We salute you. We salute you. We salute you. The Chairman of the Defense Council, Minister Success, we salute you. We salute you. We salute you. Because if you had given in to the temptation that came your way, Biafra land would have been in the hands of the Fulani terrorists by now. So, when Martin Nnamdi Kanu said, I need men of steel, men that are able to stand the test of time, never going back, but always going forward. Men that can stand the face of oppression, men that can stand and storm the tide of events, men that can hover above the tempest. When it is windy and stormy and thunderous, men that can act as eagles. Yes. Onyendu said, I need this man. When Onyendu was kidnapped, this man emanated in our Prime Minister and others. And when our Prime Minister was detained, this man also showed forth in many of you. Minister Success, Chief of Defense Staff, Igwe Butuzo, and all the generals of Biafra Defense Forces. We are loyal to all your sacrifices. And we say, the God of Biafra will destroy those that are planning evil against you all. Yes. God of Biafra will protect all of you and keep you all safe and sound for us. Because if all of you were not there, at this very point, the graves that we will be digging to bury our dead babies and children will not be compared to the 200 that you saw, or over 200 you saw in Benue. This is not the first time you hear over 200 in Benue. No, this is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time since November 2024. This is not the first, this is not the second, this is not the third time since November 2024. I'm using November 2024 because that is when our Prime Minister was detained. Since our Prime Minister was detained, a lot of things have happened to one Nigeria. Yes, the series of massacre and genocide has increased, as if it was our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa that actually held the gate down. So you now understand that our Prime Minister is the finisher of one Nigeria. Yes, he was the one holding down the gate of hell in Nigeria from the Fulani terrorists. So when they detained him, the gate now opened. The end of Nigeria came out in a different way. And today, all of you can see what is happening. When Biafrans were massacred, the content creators did not come out to. Today, the massacre has gone to the point that content creators now can talk from their platforms. Yes. So we love what we are saying. If it is the detention of our Prime Minister that will make all your eyes to open by the Fulani terrorists entering everywhere to ransack, yes, and to take you out by number, day in and night, so that all of you will realize the reality of the day. So be it. Yes, so be it. Because now you can see somebody like Two-Face Idibia. Hey, Two-Face Idibia now talks. Two-Face Idibia now talks about the Fulani terrorist invasion. And they are not even ashamed. It was very dark man that humbled all of them, because all of them that say they are celebrities, they are musicians, they make money on social media, they are footballers, they do this and do that. They only make money and then they run to go and align with the politicians. They collect political appointments and then they go back inside. They massacre their community, they don't care, because it is not their mother, not their father, not their wives, not their relations. But this time, very dark man happened to go down to this epic center. This is not the first time of him going to the epic center of the massacre. But what he has done this time has humbled all the celebrities in Nigeria. Today, if you check TikTok, check social media, you see that many of them now are now beginning to talk. Why? Because very dark man has humbled all of them. Yes. By moving from his own community far away to now come to their own community where the genocide happened, where they themselves, who are supposed to have been the one to talk, turn blind eyes to it. What did very dark man do? He came to mock them by making the entire Nigerian people to see, oh, all your celebrities, they are all rubber stamp. They have locked their mouth. They can't even speak up and use the platform that they have, use the popularity that they have to be able to speak up and tell the entire world, the entire Nigerian people, that we are in conquest. No, they couldn't. So, genocide happened in Benue, where over 200 people were massacred. It happened in Plateau, where over 150 people were massacred, over 200 also massacred. And then people did not take it serious because they continued to go about their normal business. The president of Nigeria was now going to go and commission a project while there are over 200 dead bodies lying up on the ground. And then you're going to go and commission a project. You walk past the dead bodies, you walk past the blood, you walk past the skeletons of babies that were burnt to ashes. You go to go and commission a project. You see? So the project is of great importance compared to the human lives that will come to benefit from the project. So you're building the project for Fulani terrorists who are doing the massacre. So that is why as they are massacring there, piling up the dead bodies, you're commissioning a project for them to their glory so that they can come and take over the project when they finish annihilating the people in those communities. They could move from Abuja to the project commissioning ground, but they could not move from Abuja immediately to the epic center in Benue State, where the babies, women, and children were massacred in broad daylight. They could not. So do you now see that your lives are no important to them? What is important to them is how they will become the president again in 2027. As the genocide was ongoing in Benue State, they were in a rally in the north, fighting about how the ticket nomination is coming out, how they now nominated Tinubu and then they did not put Shetima on the list, or whether they put Shetima or whether they did not put Shetima on the list. So fight started. They were fighting in the far north, while dead bodies that have been destroyed and massacred by their foot soldiers are doing the main job in Benue. This is the same thing that happened when they were doing campaign in 2022, about October or November. That was when Shehu Sani assembled over 16 Fulani countries of Africa in Abuja to have meeting of how they are going to strike and how they are going to take over Nigeria. The result is what you're seeing now. While they were busy engaging you with political campaign of 2023, yet another set of people were sectioned to have a conference of 16 Fulani countries in Abuja. And the result is what is happening today. Because they told you they needed Muslim ticket, person that will come to uphold the dignity of jihad. And then at the end of the day, as it did not happen the way they wanted it, you have seen the result. Our hope is not on those appointed because they were not elected. You did not elect them to be in those offices. Your vote did not count. They were appointed. Our hope in Biafra land are not on those appointed terrorist leaders that we have. Our hope are on our BDF and BRGIE, and everybody have to do what? Put their hands together to make it work. So if you did not understand this before, then it's time you understand it now, that Biafran people have their own responsibility to carry. You don't need to wait for those that never had your interest before now. They will not start having your interest now. While the terrorists are aligning and massacring people in the far north, what you see that is happening is that they are thinking of what they will eat. They are not thinking of how they can brainstorm and block the terrorists from entering your own lands. No. If we did not have Biafra defense forces in the homeland, what will Enugu have become now? The part where you see that Fulani terrorists are massacring Biafrans in Enugu and other parts of Biafra lands, these are areas where these terrorist governors that you have and ministers have so intensified with their foot soldiers, knowing too well that the BDF are standing their ground to make sure. Rage, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, yes. Today we want Chineke. I greet the house, greet you, great Biafrans all over the world. It seems like the honorable minister is kind of engaged in some other things, and I want to say a very big thank you to all our leaders, from Dim Odinego Juku to Philippe Fiong to Rafa Wazirike, Mazim Nandekano, and Prime Minister Simon Ekba, the acting Prime Minister Ogechuku Kere. Special greetings to all the Biafra Defense Forces, their leaders, from the Chief of Defense Staff, Triple Star General Igwe Butuzo, to all the commanders, the generals, and every person of the Biafra Defense Forces. Thank you very much for protecting our children, for defending our land, for protecting our babies. And we can't really thank you enough for what you are doing for us, because looking at Benue and everything that is happening all over the place they call Nigeria today, there we appreciate you even the more, you understand. So it's unfortunate that the appointed politicians who are stooges are the ones that really give the little loophole for these terrorists to be able to come into our land and commit the evil and the atrocity they are committing in places like Ihamufu and other places. It is the appointed terrorists in the name of governors, senators, and representatives. You understand? But you are doing so well. Thank you very much, BDF. Thank you, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, Biafra Navy. Special thank you to you, Prince Will Chimezie. Thank you to all the commanders of the Biafra navies and Biafra Air Force and every armed group that is under the Biafra Defense Forces, defending our babies, defending our children, our women, our old fathers and mothers, and the entire land of the 40 states of the United States of Biafra. We cannot just thank you enough. Speaking briefly on the topic, our hope not on Igbo appointed leaders, rather BDF and BRGIE. Hashtag Enugu. Honestly speaking, when you hear not on Igbo appointed leader, you must understand that Igbo here covers all the 40 states of the Biafra, of the United States of Biafra, from Isoko, Robo, to Igodomigudo, to Ijo, to Ishekiri, to Ikwere, to Ibibio, to Ika, to Anioma, to Efik, to Igala, to Igede, Idoma, all the entire 40 states of the United States of Biafra. Because the thing is that if you have not traveled out of these areas where our parents tied to peace wrapper, probably have not traveled to Lagos, you have not traveled to Ibadan, you have not traveled to Abuja, you will not know that you are an Igbo. For instance, if you travel to the Yoruba speaking side of the place they call Nigeria today, my brother, if you cannot speak Yoruba, if you cannot speak Hausa, you are simply an Omo Igbo. Whether you take it or you leave it, that is the way it is. They won't even give you the opportunity to explain yourself that you are from Calabar, you are from Isoko, you are from Ijo, you are from Migodo, or you are from, you understand, my brother, so long as you cannot speak Yoruba, you cannot speak Hausa, you are simply an Omo Igbo. So we must get that straight. So when we say our hope is not on the Igbo appointed leaders, it covers all the entire region of the 40 states of Biafra. You understand? So why can't we put our hope in them? Because those that appoint them for a reason. The place they call Nigeria is the only place that before you elect your or before a new president or a new leader in the name of president comes in, you have to go to Chatham House in Britain. You understand? So that is where the selection is made. And when they select their choice, they present it to you. So it's not the presidency or whatever they are doing. It's not as a result of the consent of the people. It's not as a result of the vote cast by the people. You understand? In most cases, the voices of the people are not heard. It is what Chatham House, what Britain select, is what you go with. You understand? So if you want to put your hope on those that are selected by the slave masters, by the oppressor, then you are making a very big mistake, because those that select them and put them there, they put them for a reason. They put them as stooges, you understand? As a result of the fact that they are being selected, that is why they don't care whenever you are being slaughtered, whenever you are being massacred, whenever you are being killed. They don't give a damn, you understand? Whether you have electricity or not, they don't care. Whether you have jobs or not, they don't care. There is no job, and the one that you try to create for yourself, they will bring different task force that will be molesting you, harassing you from morning to night, you understand? Put you in places that chase you from one place to another. So because they don't care, you are not the one that you are not the one that elected them. Rather, they were selected by the oppressor to do the bidding of the oppressor. You understand? So we must understand that. So you that is still putting your hope in the selected leader of Igbo in the name of Emeka Chukwude or Ogenero or Tegwolo or Ekaite or any name that the Biafran territory or Saro or Usas, you know, any name that we bear from the Biafra territory, if you are still putting your hope in all these selected stooges in the name of politicians, governors, senators, representative councillors, and local government chairmen or whatever, you are making a very big mistake. You understand? Our hope is in the people, and the people, the BDF, the Biafra Defense Forces, is the product of the people. The BDF, which is the Biafra Defense Forces that houses the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighter, Biafra Navy, Air Force, and every armed group, is a product of the people. It's as a result of the people coming together to find a way to defend themselves. You understand? So, what do we need to do? Crying is not going to solve our problem. When the enemies come with AK-47, you need to confront them with AK-47. And who can do that? It's not everybody that is trained to carry the AK-47. It is the Biafra Defense Forces that are trained for that purpose. You understand? So what do we need to do? You that cannot carry the AK-47, the wise thing that you should do is to encourage them, provide them with whatever they need to chase away these terrorists. Otherwise, you will keep lamenting and yapping like this two-faced Idibia, that all this why that their people have been killed. They carry one Nigeria in their head. They sing about Tutu, they sing about Nyash, they sing about, you know, nonsense things. You understand? They don't even care about their people being in IDP camps. But today their eyes are opening. You understand? So don't be like some of the infiltrators who they will what all they do is today they will come and make broadcasts to discourage the Biafrans from supporting their defense, make broadcasts that will discourage Biafrans from supporting the Biafra defense forces. But when the enemies, the terrorists come into Biafra land to kill people, they are the ones that will carry the video to make programs again so that they can get views, they can make money, meaning they are making money on the blood of our people. You understand? Don't be like such people. Because if you say you are going to step aside for a while for our leader Mazina Dekano to come out before you come in again, or before our prime minister comes out before you come in again to support, my brother, the Fulani terrorist herdsmen that are coming, the terrorists in uniform that are coming are not going to give a break until our prime minister or until our leader comes out before they come and kill our innocent babies, children, women, both fathers and mothers. They are not going to give a break. They are not going to sit on the fence, you understand, before they come and kill them. So it is common sense for you to know that you must be consistent. You must be up and doing, especially when it has to do with the protection and the defense of the lives of our people. We must be up and doing. You understand? Don't be deceived by those that want to do everything to discourage you. That is why I've always appreciated the Biafran people, because a lot have been thrown at us. Some of you have every reason to stop donating, to stop supporting, because right from the time of our leader Mazim Nandekano, we heard of people that ran away with money like Madam Oyibo, or the name, is it Bridget? I don't even know. These are the names we have heard that run away with money. And look at it now. Gozi Rapweze again, a lot of money were donated into the mandate account, and she has squandered with the money. You understand? So if you have the, in fact, you are very right, you are very correct to decide to say, you don't want to support again. That if it's going to be like this, after we support, somebody will come and run away with our money. Somebody will come and sabotage the whole thing. You have the reason, but the truth is that if you make that choice, stop the Fulani terrorist herdsmen and the terrorists in uniform from killing our people. This is why you don't need to sit back. This is why you don't need back. Because those people that are coming to kill us, to kill our people, they are not stepping back. You understand? Because of somebody ran away with our money, because somebody sabotaged the movement. These people are not stepping back because somebody sabotaged the movement or run away with the Biafra money. So for you to make sure that everything that you have invested is not a waste, what do you do? What do? You need to stand up and keep doing what you have done. Keep supporting until freedom comes. When freedom comes, when Biafra comes, all of these things will be history. You understand? So, and to as many that were with that Nigerian woman who got your abuse that are coming back, please, it's good. No, that I leaving the woman. Of course, you have the right to leave the woman, but your sabotage has caused a Biafran to die, has caused a lot of death to our people. If you need to be held accountable to explain in your respective country to the court in your country why you sabotage, why you do what you do, probably you need to appear in the court, tell the court because you were given so amount, you were given so position, and this is the reason why you put the lives of Biafrans at risk and sabotage the lives of Biafra. You understand? So I think that is the way to go. I know there are a lot of people that are here to speak, but still, I still want to remind America that a lot of things are happening today, like we can see. Israel that is on self-defense because of the danger that Iran portends today, because every day that Iran, the Islamic, that is IROGC, Islamic regime of Iran, whenever they sleep and wake up, every plan they are planning is to wipe up the nation of Israel. But I strongly believe Israel is not having same. Israel is beefing up their defense so as to defend themselves, you understand, to stay alive. But Iran is always planning to wipe them out, which is very bad. And today, because of the threat they pose to Israel, Israel is on self-defense, striking them. And you can see the list of nations that are aligning with them. Nigeria. Are you aware that Tinubu has condemned, that is the president of Nigeria, has condemned Israel for what they are doing? Are you also aware, Kestama, the Prime Minister of Britain, has condemned it? What about Emmanuel Macron of France? Has also condemned it. So you can see the list of nations that are aligning with these terrorists to commit havoc to humanity. You understand? So what am I trying to say? America, you need to be very wise, because I strongly believe that the support that you have given to Nigeria, if you have given that support to Biafrans, you will have a better Africa today. Terrorism must have been contained to a very large extent today. You understand? Because whatever support you are giving to Nigeria is like, okay, you are giving the support to terrorists, and once they have a standing, they will be able to get a balance to launch attack against you. That is simply what you are doing, supporting Nigeria. So you need to support people that have the same value system, the same view with you, so that tomorrow they will not turn back and begin to attack you. So I think I've spoken for a long time, and I want to give the mic. And before I yield the mic, I will still give this song to encourage our people. Oh no, memla rone nuwe wo. Oh no, memla rone nuwe wo. Oh no, memla rone nuwe wo. Wo for my Biafra kabo. Thank you very much. I yield the mic to I think Master K, you used to be the co-host, right? Or yeah, have you been kicked out? Would you want to have the mic, or should we give the mic to Mazi UC? So I yield the mic here. Master K, I give the mic to you. Carry on and share the mic to the people, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, 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 thank you. Rich and Fury and everyone. I'll release the mic to everyone, and let me co-host some of you so that the conversation can continue. In December 2023, our Biafra Defense Forces did extend hand of fellowship to the people of Benue. But the people that, yeah, but the people that message was delivered to, they did not take it serious. And today we see what is happening in Benue. We hope the entire people of Benue can now understand that the Biafra Liberation Army were not just talking, but they were considering their interests ahead of time. So they saw what was coming before now, and we hope they take it serious as we continue. Professor Mazake, over to you. I'll be back again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, our Honorable Information Minister. I greet everybody. I welcome you. We have a topic here, and yeah. So I'll just go with the hands up. If you know you want to speak, please just put your hands up, and I'm going to have a queue and call up every single person in their chronological order. So I think Mazi Uche's hand was up first. Mazi Uche Namizaya, please unmute yourself and give us what you have. You have the floor.
Professor
Okay.
Abel, we have a
Thank you so
woman. We
much,
have
Mother
woman
K.
here. Lady first to.
Hello. Can you hear me, Mother K?
All right, noted. She will go next. Mazi Uche, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
Is Mazi Uche speaking?
We can
Yes,
hear you,
I'm
Matthew.
speaking.
Matthew is speaking. Matthew, go ahead. We can hear you.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
Mother
can't
K,
hear
can you hear?
him. Please give me 3 seconds. I'll bring you down and bring you back up. Biko. Sorry for this. Let me just I need to hear him. So I'm sending you the mic quickly under 2 seconds. Mazi Uche, please just request for the mic and you come give your submission. Yeah, he's back. God bless you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, very loud
Mother
and clear.
K.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. Good evening from here. Good evening, our Honorable Minister of Information. And I thank you for this great work you have been doing. And I just want to our able leader, Mazin Amikano, and our Prime Minister, and our APM. So I just want to share, my opinion regarding the topic. And what I want to say is this, just like the former speaker said, we are in the part of a destiny. So, and destiny shouldn't be at stake. So when people are in the part of destiny, you will make a lot of mistakes and there will be sabotage and there will be failure and there will be a lot of things that happen along the way. So, but you must not quit. That we have, saboteurs among us, or we have those who are spies from our enemy side among us as brothers and sisters, does not mean that we will quit. So if we are supporting financially, we must continue. We must not stop. But we have to use our discretion. We have to use our discretion because we are wise people. So you have to always define the evil part and the good part. So it's the most important thing, because if you cannot be able to reason properly to define the path which is leading to your destination, and you are defining and following the path that is going to lead you to destruction, then there's something actually wrong with you. So having said this, I want everyone to continue to propagate this, this evangelism, to continue to let the world know. Just like recently, I just saw one of the U.S. Congresswoman. She actually made a post, talking about, and she quote. I read what she said. She said to all the never Trumpers who turn into fake America First or MAGA expert after the polls shows Trump winning. Are you demanding America to go to war in Nigeria to save God's people from Islamic terrorists too? And also she said, or does that only apply to God's own people in Israel? This is coming from Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene. So, and she's posted this today, recently, 4 hours ago. So we should know that the Biafra issue is triggering, and our APM, Maaz Yogachukwu Nkere is doing a lot. I know, what he has been doing is showing up in, recently, because all of them have Biafra Republic government in exile at heart now, because since when he went there and shared our charter and informed them about what is happening, they are noticing the truth. The truth, is coming out gradually. And also, I want to use this opportunity to also call Finland, because to be shamed, because at the end of the time, Finland colluded with Nigeria. Finland see what is happening and they keep mute. It will be a shameful thing at the end of the time. Instead of them being friends of, Biafra, they will become enemy because they are colluding with our enemy. to support the terrorist state of Nigeria. So we must continue in this path that we have been following. You know, people have started seeing, I mean, the international community have started seeing, and as we are fighting, we must not relent. Even as, you know, our brothers and sisters might, you know, feel like Nigeria is a paradise for them. Nigeria is a paradise. Okay, we must continue, because one day they will realize. Maybe it will be too late, maybe it will be sooner than later. But for we hardcore must do what? Must continue. Never you relent, no matter who is, you know, discouraging us, no matter who is bringing all kind of, you know, sabotage to what we are doing, no matter who is among us, but they are just a spy, they are just against us. We hardcore must continue. We are in a path of destiny, and we must get to our destination. Continue in supporting the BDF, continue in supporting the BRGIE, continue to support what we are doing, because by our fruit, the fruit of genuine Biafra agitators, you shall know them. And by the fruit of fake ones and, you know, the sellout, you shall know them. You know, so always ask God to give you, you know, discretion, so that you will always identify the good and evil. And we must also continue to pray, just like our, you know, Minister of Information said. We must also continue to pray for our Prime Minister as he goes to court tomorrow, that the court of Finland will understand that there is no need of going to court, because Prime Minister Simon Banjoko is fighting a just cause. He is just fighting to liberate his people. He is the good guy. He is a good guy. So I believe that Finnish authority will understand this sooner than later and join us to liberate the people of God. So I thank you all, and God bless you. Have a nice conversation.
Thank you, Mazi Uchenan. God bless you also. Thank you so much for your submission, and we're going to go straight to the next speaker, our lovely lady, Mrs. Eunice. Yeah, so you can have the floor now. If our lady's there, I think we'll just go next to Tech Guy. Kaide?
Yes. Good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Greet each and every one of you. I'm Honorable Minister of Information.
Is Tech Guy
I
speaking?
greet you.
Please give me a sign.
Yes, I'm speaking. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Master K, it seems like you're having problem with your connection. Tech guy is speaking actually.
Yeah, I think he's
All right,
having
well,
problems.
let me see if I can bring him down and bring him back up, just the way I did with Mazi Uchenna. Tech Guy, please don't be angry, okay? It's
No
just
problem.
because of probably some technical issue or my network settings. So please bear with me. I'm just trying to manage. It wasn't like this on the other space. So Tech Guy, quickly, 3 seconds. Yeah, he's back. You can go on, Mazi. I can hear you now.
Okay. I greet every Biafrans, the lovers of freedom. It is my pleasure to speak on this honorable gathering this evening, this morning, and this afternoon, depending on the location where you find yourself. I'm sorry I have to lower my voice because it's late already. So concerning this matter of the Igbo appointed leaders, we know in Nigeria we don't have leaders, more especially the Igbos. So when the matter came up, somebody shared something on Facebook and was saying that the Benue people are paying for what they did to Biafra. And I said, shut up. Because the Benue people, after the Benue people, the next people are we. You are sharing this thing on Facebook. Well done. Where do you belong? have you been contributing to Biafra? Because the answer is no. So why are you talking about Benue people as if you are escapable? This pogrom that is about to befall Biafrans can be prevented. It can be stopped. You are looking at the world and the world don't care. You have no choice than to defend yourself on your own. And that's why we have been pleading with people. We need to come together.
Tega, I cannot hear you again. Tega.
Sorry, I mistakenly paused this. I am begging Biafrans, please, wherever you are, wake up. Wake up. This is the same sound we have been, making from time immemorial. The time has come now. It is clear that nobody will defend us. We will defend ourselves. These people are not giving up. They are not giving up anytime soon. And as I'm talking to you, Ibrahim Traore has chased all the criminal elements in the Sahel. Nigeria is now their destination. Every bandit, every terrorist in Sahel have relocated down to Nigeria. And they are home, they know their target. They are done with northern Nigeria. They are now advancing. The Yoruba people are not, they are not, should I say, prepared to what is to come. You cannot fight people with AK-47 with mouth and social media bigotry. You cannot fight this war on social media. And this is why we keep lamenting that our people should open their eyes now. Enough is enough for distraction. Enough is enough for distraction. Let's get straight to the business of defending our fatherland. I don't know how our people reason. This thing is an eye-opener. 200 people dislodged, massacred, and brutally murdered in one day, one night while they are sleeping. And you think it's a joke? It's not a joke. It's not a coincidence that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. It's not a coincidence that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is locked up. This is the way, Britain operates. Britain, which is the father of the Roman children. This is the way they operate. That's the way they operate. They shut you up. They make you accept their own will, which is this Islam. When you go to Britain, Islam has taken over almost all the British Empire. They don't care. They are only interested in money. They don't care about people's life and how people feel. Now they are very fast to condemn Israel. The only thing I'm begging Israel is they should make sure they are in alignment with America. Make sure they are in alignment with America. Once they are in alignment with America,
they are, my brother. They are 100%. They are.
Forget it. Once they are in alignment with America, forget it. All these are just Arabic noise. They are making noise. I'm telling you, very soon they will be crushed. But in a situation whereby British government is condemning Israel, France is condemning Israel, including Zoological Republic of Nigerian president is condemning Israel for fighting your war. The war that is supposed to be, by now, Iran is directly sponsoring Boko Haram and Al-Qaeda. Iran is the direct sponsor of every terrorism orchestrated in the whole Sahel region of sub-Saharan Africa. I can tell you this for free. Iran is the director and the direct sponsor of every jihad movement. Now, their terrorist regime is about to crumble, and Nigerian government is in a haste to support them. Shame on Nigeria. And you that is listening to me, this time around is no longer time for. We need to do whatever we have to do. If you have been donating $5, it's time to make it $10. I'm telling you the truth. It's no longer just come here and talk, and they will clap for you. You go. No, this time around is about, we are in war already. the world can see it very clear. I go already. And for Finland, I have never trusted the West before. I'm telling you the truth. I have never trusted the West for what the way they are romancing about Biafran freedom. They are all dancing in the same tune, which is a shameful thing to do. Let me yield my mic here because a lot of people want to speak. I just want to encourage Biafrans. Wake up, speak to your brothers. Those who have money should sponsor what we are doing. A time has come where we have to go home to defend our land. If not, these terrorists, in fact, I know what Islam is all about. Most of you who are in the East have not traveled to the northern Nigeria before. You might not know their history, but we know their history. We were born among them. We grew up among them. We know their history. We know what they are capable of doing. They want to advance Islam to make sure that they overrun everybody, janjawidize everybody. Not even clean Islam, the one they practice in Dubai or Saudi Arabia. The one they want to bring is the one that looks like the one they practice in Somalia and Sudan. Janjaweedism. That's what they can call it. Wake up. Thank you, everybody. All the people who have spoken, thank you so much. I can't start mentioning names. But remember, from the bottom of my heart, I love you all. Day one.
And there, Woma as a tech guy, that was a very, very lovely submission. We all see what is going on, the sponsoring of all of the jihadist attack in Sahel and in Nigeria, just the same way Iran is the top sponsor of all this terrorism in the Sahel. That is just the same way it is in Nigeria. And while they are doing, while they are trying to, annihilate, kill people, I mean, the Israelites are dealing with them. They are indirectly, doing what they are doing best with their brothers, their jihadi brothers in Nigeria. There, I mean, the Fulanis, just to, suit their jihad conquest. So yeah, thank you so much for that submission. Thank you for beating around that particular point. We're going to go next to Eunice. Eunice, are you there? I think Eunice is kind of fixed. I see new speakers. I see Silva here. Silva, you can actually have the floor now. Mazi Silva, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Oh, hey, BIAFRANS. BIAFRAN, we hear you. Especially.
Sifa, we
Oh,
cannot hear you again. Is it
I
from my
think
end?
Mazi Silva just dropped. Yeah, I see he just dropped. Silva, please, I think the network just kicked you out. Quickly come back. I don't know where you went to. All right. I think Silva is back. Silva.
Can I speak?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you
yeah.
now. Go on.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Especially with everyone here, my Honorable Minister of Information, Udogwoke, Atakata Abo. I greet you, special greeting to you. Salute, sir. Honestly, I pray for God to keep you alive to the day this nation will be fully recognized and restored, and we stand our ground to have our land and to say that I'm fully in my land. Honestly, Mazi, I so much appreciate you all, every one of you. You are doing a wonderful job. And based on our topic, I don't want to waste much of our time. Based on our topic, one thing about an appointed leadership is that you don't have your ground. You have a template you work on, because when someone appoints you on a mission, on a job, or in anything to do, you follow according to the direction of the head appointer. if our leaders, if the people, the Igbos we call our leaders, or the people in the Igbo that is leading for so-called Ndi Igbo are fully elected by the Ndi Igbo, actually they will stand their ground. They will know that no, this is not what we want. No, this is what we want for our people. Honestly, they are not actually following. They don't even regard us. They are following the template. They are following the instruction from their masters, which is the Fulani Janjaweeds, because they all have one goal and they all have one promise given to them. Do this for me, I will pay you this. And they actually executing, putting every effort they are doing to make sure that they are doing what their master told them to do. Before, when the killing in Biafra land was spreading, they all think is Biafran, and their masters were happy that they're achieving their goal until God sent the Messiah, honestly. And the Messiah restored a lot. I so much thank God for BDF and the BRGIE, honestly. What happened in Benue, I looked at myself and said, God, if BDF and the BRGIE were not there, where will my people be in the homeland? This is the question I asked myself. Where will my village people be in the homeland? Because right from Onendu let us to understand that those that have ear and they have mind of reasoning should know that Onendu let us to understand that what they want is not these people that is being affected. What they want is us, because we are the stubborn people. We are the stubborn. If we say Nigeria is over and every Igbo man accepted that Nigeria is over, 2 seconds, everything called Nigeria in Igbo nation as a whole will go down. Number one, we are fearless. Number one, we are outspoken. Number two, we are technicals. Number three, we are men of intellectuals. Is it technology? Is it fearless? Is it what is that thing that you want us to provide now so that Nigeria can go down, that Igbo man cannot do? We fought war against how many states? We fought war against Britain, not even Nigeria, because it wasn't Nigeria that was producing ammunition and everything that we are fighting war with. It was the Britain supplying them weapons. We did not surrender we did not surrender because they are winning us. We surrender because we look back and see people crying, and see blood shedding, and see children dying. We say if we continue this war, many will not remain. It's better we just say, okay, let there be no war. And they went and said no victor, no all sorts of sin, everybody go like, we just let just make peace with them, because we are known of peace. These people are made of violence. I just start to think, because we have bushes that could have been occupied by now. We have bushes that okay, can you imagine that when killings was going on in Enugu, nobody said nothing, no content creator said anything, nobody, until this moment now, they did not find their way to east. Now they are unleashing their annoyance, they are unleashing everything they have, they are unleashing it on the people who thought that we are fools. Because that is what is happening. Since they did not find their way to the east to execute what all their plans is, they have to use the anger and the annoyance and everything now to set it on these people now. I remember when our Prime Minister fought for Plateau State last year. He fought for Plateau State. He stand for Plateau State. He warned them that if there is any more killing in Plateau State, that he will get everybody, anything living as a Nigerian, he will get it done. He warned the killings in Benue State earlier last year. He warned that if there is any more killing in Benue State, anything breathing as a Nigerian, he will get it down. but immediately there is no more prime minister. Now we are now trying to defend ourselves. The gate is now open for them to attack. Now Benue is receiving it out. Plateau is receiving. What people did not know is that these people are meant to stay. Onyendu said they are coming. Onyendu said, go and get your Somalia visa. People did not understand that they should get their Somalia visa because Boko Haram started in Maiduguri, I think 2012. Up to this moment, Boko Haram have not stopped in Maiduguri. People should start asking, why haven't Boko Haram stopped in Maiduguri? But rather, the terrorism is increasing and it is spreading. Not only is increasing, it is spreading. Not only they all thought that Maiduguri. Now it's no longer in Maiduguri. Benue have started. Plateau has started. Kano has started. Nasarawa has started. Can you imagine how these people are spread? And they spreading. They are not getting tired. People, the sponsoring as in if Ndi Igbo could understand what is going on, if Ndi Igbo can just understand, realize what is going on, that these people are after us. They are not after this Benwell. They are not after them. They are just unleashing their anger that because there is no way for them to enter east. There is no way for them to enter. Assuming it's not BDF. Oh my God. Hi. Maybe my village people carry no. We can village mark away with desert by now. I can gamakon also ben na me again. We became no rezebi anasuzi kala village. Asumuna onye na ada. Many of us that you see, I don't know, many because if you come to Alibo, you will see people from different far places that is far from the town. You will see people living far from the town, and those people in East, they are still living far from the town up to this moment. Everybody they will wake up, they will sleep and wake up, they will sleep and wake up. They don't even know what is going on. Many don't even have internet. Many don't even know what is going on. Because of what? Because of the PDF. My people, we really need to support them. Honestly, we really need to support these men. These men are fighting tooth and nail. Okay, can you imagine? Many people are saying Biafra land is only comprises of 5 states. Okay, in the 5 states, Nigerians have been fighting this BDF since 3 years now. Yet they have not conquered. Imagine if every Igbo man accepted and take this and know that we are meant to support these people. Imagine what we have been our stand by now.
Don't be offended. Biafra is 40 states. 40 states, not 5 states. We have 40 states of
that's what I'm saying. Okay, let me assume that for all the 40 states understand that this BDF is very important for us, for all the 40 states. As in, because even Biafra won't be standing, we won't be on SI anymore. But what are they doing? They keep appointing people to destabilize us, to destroy what we are doing. They appoint DOS. They didn't get they appoint Ohaneze. Ohaneze could not succeed. They appoint governors to have meeting with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu say, only one thing I need. If you can give me that thing I need, Udode. They could not provide it. They start with Ohaneze. They start with their leadership. They start appointing. They appointed people from DOS. They sold Nnamdi Kanu. They appointed people from what our PM have planted. Look, this is the reason why they did not have elected leaders in Igbo land. They all have appointed, because if I appoint you to do something, you will follow my instruction. If you did not follow my instruction, I will remove you from what I appointed you, and I put somebody that is ready to work. And the people we think that their leaders are ready for money. They are ready to sweat everything. Can you imagine that in Imo State came an election, appoint a mmadụ gbara fourth or raw first. Ndị Igbo, sometimes when I look at them, I cry because ndị Igbo have not understand the battle. The battle is not these people that they are killing. The battle is ndị Igbo. But thank God, we have people like Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God, we have people like Simon Ekpa. Thank God, we have people like our acting prime ministers. Thank God, we have men who sacrifice, who knew that all we want is sacrifice, who sacrifice to be there for us. We have people. When Mazina the Kalu was, I'm taking more time, but please pardon me. I listened to what Mazina. I need men. Instead Chukwu Kikabiyama, I need men of steel. Chukwu Kikabiyama, give me men. What I'm seeing here is not men. How? Oh, may he live long. May Onyendu continue to live for us. I swear.
And then at DOS they see that time
May Onyendu continue to live long. I swear to God. If I could just divide my years, I could have given my sacrifice, because many have been sacrificed. Many have sacrificed. Yeah, I won't be, if I sacrifice, it's not a bad thing, I swear. I swear to Almighty God. If I sacrifice my years to live in this one and give Onyendu continue to live from my own, I swear to God, it's not bad. Onyendu say, I need men of steel. Can you imagine that Ngozi Olabreze, Ngozi Olabokugoro Fulani, that was planted among all after all said and done, because they thought that she would be the final bus stop, but God said no. I have given Onyendu men. Onyendu, go and fight in the law court. I have given you men, people that will stand, people that will not shake. Not when you hear sound of gun, you know what they have fought these men. Not if you hear sound of gun, you start to shake. Atụọna bọmbụ, a na-atụ bọmbụ, ha ji amụ tanka bịa, ha ji jet bịa. Hey, no. Men that will hear the sound of gun and say, it is iron to iron. If you kill me, I kill you. And I don't think that once you are in my father's land, I don't think you can kill me. I will kill you. Our men, I really appreciate every one of you. All hail Biafran. May we continue to fight. May we live long. May we fight to the end. May God Almighty, Chukwu Kikabiyama, may He grant us all we are wishing. I swear. Onyendu told Gowon, you will be alive to see what you did to these people. Gowon is still alive. He's seeing it with his eyes. His people, obere oge ndị obodo ya ga-ebido gba ọsọ, ya nwere na onwe ya ka ga-agba ọsọ. Yes, because he have planted evil. Let me not take much of our time. I here rest my case. My Honorable Minister of Information, may you live long. May Chukwu Okike Abịama continue to guide you. Auntie Eunice, mommy, ekenene gị. Our men, ekenene gị. All men here, ekenene m onye ọwụna. Chukwu dome anyị ndụ ka anyị niile pụchara apụ, ka anyị, because anyị niile nọcha mbọ obodo mmadụ wụ ọsọ ka anyị gbara. Ịkwụrụ n'obodo gị gbuo gị, but Chineke domere people standing now fighting for us. Biko Chineke dome onye ọwụna ndụ, so that we can return back home and see and to congratulate men who fought for us. He say, I hang my mic here.
Thank you very much, my brother. Master K, are you there?
Thank you so much, Mazi Silva. God bless you for your submission. And I say to your prayers. Thank you so much. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is with us and is going to guide us all through this, this liberation process that we are onto, and recognition process, and everything is going to end up in the favor of we the Biafran people. Thank you so much, my brother. When
Mazake,
I
Mazake,
yeah
please don't be offended. When it is
yeah
approaching 12 midnight here in Biafra time, please, I think we should also make some prayer. I learned that our Prime Minister is going to call tomorrow, yeah? So when it's
yeah
approaching 12 o'clock, yeah, if it's approaching 12 o'clock, we should turn it to a prayer, kind of vigil, and say a word of prayer in respect to his court appearance his court appearance for tomorrow. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
yeah. Thank you, my brother Region Fury, for that suggestion. All right, that's noted. So, Sister Eunice, are you there? Let's know if you're free now. Probably the time difference has gotten you maybe busy or sleepy. Okay, Sister Eunice is not there. Chibike, I see your hand up. Mazi Chibike, you can have the floor now. 1 million, I see you. No verse, yeah. Nwa Chineke.
Ude we want you to
I greet you 1 million, Professor. If like say Amadi Ohana, that one I can accept. Wait till you Babalawo.
Sorry, you go put Amadioha.
Our information minister, I greet you. I greet the house, the whole Biafran house. Our minister, Mr. Snow, I greet you, sir. And all the Minister Emeka, I greet everyone. Honestly, since should I say past months,
Chibike, it's been a while. Well, where have you been, Chibike? It's been a while.
I've been I've been there. I've been there. I've been coming to the social media. Busy this time, but I used to follow up, retweet, and follow up what is going on too, and follow with what is going on too internally. But like sometimes I've not been on social media for at least for past 2 months now. So I greet everyone. Honestly, for past months now, I've not been sleeping well. There's this anxiety that you do if something happen, maybe something heavy or something heavy loss is happening to you. You'll be feeling some serious pain, anxiety in you, but you keep on living. That is the situation I am. With the news I'm seeing that is going on in Biafran land. Today, the Fulani terrorists have killed our people in Ehemaufu, Isi, Ugwa, Bina. Now they say 4. As I'm talking to you, it has risen now, it's over 20 now. Death toll. They strike Enugu, they'll strike Imo. They strike Enugu again, they'll go strike Imo. That is how it started in Benue. 4, 10, 20, until start entering 100, 200, 300. What am I saying is that this is the war that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told us 2014, many years, and it is happening right in our eyes. And I like the way it is happening that some of these Igbo celebrities or influential people, they don't speak anything, they don't talk. Most of them are still flaunting their money and all these things. Oh God, I'm very, very heavy-hearted. How can the Fulani people who I don't know come into our land and start killing us, and everywhere is quiet, and no Igbo people are talking, apart from we anyway. But those people that call themselves, that IQ, they call themselves the real Igbo people. Those ones, if you are talking with them, they'll tell you, say, are you more Igbo than me? Those of them that used to hold space, 500, 600, 700 in the space, will be every day insecurity in Southeast. Why there is not? Every time insecurity. Today, there's killing. You are not seeing them. They are nowhere to be found. This is showing you what the prophet, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is saying. That is the only thing that is that is making me to at least to sleep well when I remember the words of my leader, and I remember the Biafran Republic government in exile, and I remember that there's a defense force. I have a little hope, because we must not allow our land to go down. Biafra land should not be like the Iraq today, Iran. This Iran that is the number one country of Islamic Jihad, that is sponsoring all terrorism over the world, followed by their financer, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, Turkey. These are people who sponsors terrorism all over the world. Iran was a Christian nation many years ago, 1970. They were a Christian nation, more of Christians. Today they are falling to Islamic rule.
I even learned that as of today, it's only 30% that are Muslim in Iran. That's what I learned.
They say 30% are what?
It's only 30% that are Muslim in Iran today, as of
but the Islamic people are the one that is ruling them now since 1979.
Yeah,
and
they are the ones.
succeeded.
But I learned that the mosque, nobody goes to the mosque again. So most of the mosque are shut down as a result of the fact that nobody is going to the mosque. That is only 30% that are Islam in Iran as of today. But it's the Islamic jihadists or terrorists that are ruling. They hijack the nation. You understand?
Yes.
They hijack from the indigenous people.
So they have hijacked it, and when you go to countries like Turkey, the same thing. The Christians among us, because this time now is not the time of criticizing Christianity, criticizing Omenana, criticizing. As long as you're a full-blooded Biafran, you must understand the reality and face the reality. The Christians among us that read the Bible, if you read about Apostle Paul, where he was teaching, doing all those his preaching and teaching, it is in this Turkey, this present Turkey. If you read it, you follow the history, you discover that Turkey was a full Christian nation. 99% of it was Christian. Today, it is now opposite. 99 is now Islamic. That is what is going on. This Liberia, Libya, you see, this Egypt, they were all blacks people, but they are all being replaced. How did this happen? Whatever that is happening today in Nigeria, that is how it happens. You see, whatever that is happening in Benue, in Plateau, today, Plateau, almost 70% of the states have been taken over, have been renamed. And the same thing will happen to Benue. In fact, Benue now is like, let's say, 60% taken over. For the Islamic people to enter the town, the capital itself, that means they have finished dealing with them in the villages, and they have now entered the town. A town, Makurdi, that is 90% Christian. 90% Christianity, and they shouted Allah Akbar, and they killed over 300, 500, burn people, burn houses. Do you know what that said? That this land is now Islamic land. That's what it means. And that killing, the blood that they shed there signifies to tell you that they have taken over the land. You see the killing that they killed, everybody's making noise. It will just die down. If there is no repercussion, no fight, after 1 or 2 months, they will strike, and the next one they will strike, it will be heavy, 500, 1,000. And the people are now started running away from there. In fact, Makurdi was the place that was safe from the people from the village used to run there. The IDP camps, there were plenty there. Now they have come inside the IDP camps and massacre people, burn people. Now, what is that telling you? Christians will now be running away to where? To Enugu, to Ebonyi, to our land. People from Benue, people from Plateau, they are entering. I'm telling you, they are not entering in 10, in 20. They are entering in thousands every blessed day. And as they are entering too, the Fulani terrorists too, they are also coming as part of the refugees. This is how they do their thing all over the world. That is how they do their work. They send the refugee, they send them to your land as a form of refugee. They will come there, you accommodate them. 1, 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years, they give birth, they grow in number. Small time they will start fighting. Oh, we need a place we worship. You give them a place, they get a mosque. The next 10 years, 15 years, they have grown. They say, oh, we want our own Sariki from there. We want our own mosque, our own emir. Before you know, they conquer that area. They will start shielding them, get weapon, attack the nearby village, sack the people there, take over, bring their people from other places in form of refugee. Before you know, in the next 50 years, they increase in population to 20%. In the next 100 years, they have overrun your country. That is how they do these things. And it is a systematic jihad. It is their how they used to conquer countries. If you read Turkey, all those Lebanon, all those Islamic countries today, Iraq and Iran were all Christian countries. If you read all those people, you discover that that is how they come in. Today, France, in the next 50 years, France will become a full-time Islamic nation with the same thing with England, British. So this is how they plan their thing. And they are in Nigeria now. They are doing everything possible by January. Before January 2027, they have conquered most of the whole middle belt. That is their target. And they are getting some foothold in the southeast, in the former southeast. That is their major ground before they will balkanize Nigeria fully. So, and they can't be stopped unless we will stop them. They can never, because the people who sponsor them are the Iranian. That is why I'm very happy with whatever that is going on with how the Israelites are dealing with them. At least it's trying to reduce their powerful. Biafrans must rise. If those of us that are outside here, you must start calling your people home, telling them what is about to befall you. It is not the time to do, it doesn't concern me, I'm on my own. I'm on my own. It's my own thing to do my own thing. This is a deliberate ethnic cleansing. Benue people are receiving it hot because it was in that Benue people that they killed their so-called leader. That's what is the name of that man? The Fulani leader, their conqueror. When I remember the name, it was the Benue people who killed him, and they swore that Benue will be going down. And the same Benue people was being deceived by the Nigerian terrorists to fight against Biafra in 1960. But they have come back and apologized through their leader, Malafia. And our Prime Minister brought out a hand of help to them, the Middle Belt. But most of them were not serious. In fact, they were not serious. And today, the killings have increased. And as they are killing in Benue, it is happening in Biafra land, as I'm talking to you, my people. Because we are having a borders with the Benue people to Enugu to Ebonyi. The Fulanis are in our land already. They are there. What they are doing is they are doing testing the mic. They are killing our people in the villages. And if we don't do anything, one day they will come in heavy masses, 500, 1,000, and wipe out two communities, two villages at a go. Once they succeed in that, nothing happens. They will take over 10. And once nothing happens, they will enter the city. And once that happens, that state is gone. Should we allow these terrorists to take over our land? It's something that the Igbo people have to think. Biafrans all over have to start thinking. I ask myself, why are they attacking this from the south, the former southeast? Why did they attack that place? Because they know once they get those places, the whole country is gone. Just a form of a paper. Everybody is gone. We must stand and fight. I encourage the attorney to our leader, Mazina Bekano. He has been tweeting about this Fulani attack. If you go to the street, he has been telling the Igbo people to wake up, the Biafrans to wake up, to see the danger ahead of us. This is not a time to be watching Nollywood, or a time to be dancing, or to be releasing new track, new music. You see, all these musicians, those Biafrans musicians, those movie actors, those celebrities, you see whatever that is happening, all of them, they are all quiet. That to tell you that This Nigerian government has been able to buy all of them to close their mouths, for them not to speak, so that the world will not know what is going on. Because when people like Burna Boy, people like all these Biafrans that sings, Fino, those movie actors, those content creators, they start speaking with the killings that is going on, it will go wide. The world will now understand what we, the Biafrans, are talking, what the government is speaking. They will understand it faster. But for them to keep quiet as if everything is going fine, somebody living outside Nigeria will believe Nigeria is a great country, not knowing that that place is a hell, a slaughter place where people are being killed every day in hundreds. So that is what is going on. And Nigerians, government are fighting just to destabilize us. But we Biafrans, we must stand and keep on, we must fight. Just like the last word of our brother, he said, we must continue fighting. That is the only solution, is that today we have a defense force. We must keep on thanking Chukwu Kikabiama for our defense force. Thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for raising gallant men, something that have never been happened. The way and the manner he did it, it's surprising. It swept Nigerian government out of their feet. And our leader, our prime minister, came in and organized it and empowered them more. And they are doing great. Now the devil came in and sowed ties inside us, trying to dispel all these good things we have. But they failed through this Madam NGOZI and her group. They tried to hijack our defense, they failed. They tried to sabotage, to kill a lot of our commanders, but they could not kill everyone. They tried to buy some of our men, but they could not buy everyone. They tried to sabotage us, to end Biafra. They forget that we are a seed, that we never die, that even though you kill me today, you kill a seed, it will go on the ground and germinate. That is who we are. Biafra can never be defeated. We can only delay ourselves. We can only inflict injuries, sorrows, death on ourselves if we fail to fight, or if we fail to delay this freedom. The earlier, the better. The Igbo people will understand what is ahead. The better for us to come out from this shithole, this blood, evil forest country. Because every day my heart is on pains. Why will our people still be living in dark and still not understand what is going on? Look at the killings that is going on. This killing that are happening in Benue are really waking some people up. And I want all those Igbo influential, let them start speaking and start funding your liberation. That is the only way we can get. Fund your liberation. Anyway, if they refuse, this death, this killing will still come to their household. And when it happens to them, they'll be forced to reason. But one thing I'm assuring the Fulanis is that our land can never be taken. If you like, come inside and wipe 3 million of us. We can't be taken over. You can never take that land. Yes, it's a war. People are expected to die. You can kill us today, but we will kill you. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they will kill us, and it is happening. He said they will kill us, but we will kill them too. And at the end of all this killing, both front and back, at the end of everything, the end goal, at the end of all this fighting, at the end of it is that Biafra will come. The only way Biafra will not come is that the way we are talking now, the way we are fighting, that tomorrow the Biafran Defense Force stop fighting, they stop existing. We stop funding liberation. Everybody, everybody just desert this freedom. Biafra will never come and our land is gone. That is the only way we can stop. But as long as we are doing what we are doing, we are still contributing our $1, $10, $5, $100. Even though we have only 100 defense force, as long as we are keep on fighting, Biafra will come. It's just a matter of time. It's a long war. As long as there is a force fighting every day, Biafra will surely come. So when our leaders say at the end of all these things, at the end of the day, Biafra will come. So we must continue, because there will be a time when all those Igbo Efulefus, those people who are blinded, their eyes will open, and they'll be fighting and be seeking on how to join, to support this freedom. It will happen. It can only happen once we the foundation people continue fighting, continue doing what we are doing. We should not get tired. Forget about the betrayal that have been happening from the time of Ojukwu. It has been happening, no consequences. Enter the time of Nnamdi Kanu, no consequences. Sorry, from the time of Wazirike, they betrayed, no consequences. They now empower more people to you see, after Wazirike, the people that betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in a very large form, no consequences. Now, under our Prime Minister, it's now an international one. But we are going to start the consequences for now, because we will not allow that to continue. We are going to start it. So we are using this Madam Bao in the lawsuit. The Biafran government is suing them, at least to start showing examples. We will recover every goddamn dying thing they've sent, and we'll use that money to fund our liberation. So Biafrans, we must stand still, keep on fighting. Don't back down, no matter how the sabotage has been. No matter, you see those independent media, how they try to confuse a lot of people. At first, when I listened to them, I was even asking myself questions. I was trying to doubt the government. I have to come back again and listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again before I renew my mind. So I begin to ask, imagine a lot of people, Biafrans, that were listening to these people, they will just, oh, if it's like that, this fight is, this freedom is, then I will stop donating. I'll stop giving my money again. I'll stop fighting. But if you stop donating, definitely the Fulanis will come and kill you. That is, it's just a two-way thing. There is no a better way of saving this thing. If you say you don't want to fight, you know that NGOZI or Abueze is not for Biafra. The only people fighting for the liberation of Biafra is the Biafran Defense Force under our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, which our APM, Ogechukwu is piloting. And you know, these are the rightful people doing the work. And somebody is telling you that the money is not going, the Defense Force are not doing well, this one is not happening, therefore don't support, this one is this, this one is this. And you say you will not support, you are having the money, you are having finances, you are working, you are getting money, at least you can be donating every time, or you refuse, and you even speak it, and you encourage other people who are willing to support, they refuse to support. Definitely the Fulanis will come and still massacre your people. And our prayer these days, my prayer now is these days, those people who refuse to fund the Biafran liberation and they have the means, either through misinformation, I'm not here for begging, either through misinformation, they were being misinformed that, oh, because of this thing, whether through misinformation, the next attack that will be coming will happen to one of your relatives. So that it will open your mind, whether there is misinformation, there is not misinformation, you must continue funding. Today, Israelite today, wherever they are, everywhere in the world, they all have one mission. And they all have one account. Everybody has, no matter the work, if you are doing a cleaner in one country, if you are making $100, you are expected to send at least $10 or $20 to Israel account for their defense. Every Israelite, that is their target. Wherever they are. That is why tomorrow, the next 100 years, Israel can never go down, no matter how, because the people are funding it. So the same thing we Biafrans must do. We must have that mindset that Biafran land must not go down. Everywhere we are, we're supposed to be funding it. Our defense force just need this weapon. They need good weapon. They need to be assured of this weapon. You will see the kind of wonders they will do. It's because of the weapons are not there. That is why, as if to you think they are not fighting, but they are dealing with the terrorists every day and night. If it's not because of Biafran Defense Force, this thing that is happening in Benue, I will child play. Ndi Igbo always want it when it's raining, when the death is like when everywhere has scattered, when the war has been in the highest top. Everybody will now be running tiki-taka, how to fund. But now we are telling you, we are still stopping them, fighting them. They have not entered your village today. It's because of the Biafran Defense Force. But does not mean that tomorrow the terrorists will not come there and massacre 20 people, and including your relative. You can't, including that woman you want to marry, they will massacre it one day. That is when your eye will clear. Our people should wake up. Support Biafran Defense Force. Support Biafran Republic government in Isaac. All we need from you is your fund. Those of us staying outside, you have an obligation to start calling your people. Call them, call your friends, tell them what is going on. Tell them the jihad is there now. They are in your forests, they are in your bushes. If you don't fund the liberation, you will die. There is no time of prayer again, no time of pity. Those are our Christian brothers and Christian sisters in our land, because majority of Biafrans are Christians. We must start preaching these things. Tell our people. That one they say, if you slap you on the left, turn your left hand, you are a fool. If we continue to accept that rubbish. Look at what is happening in Benue. The governor is a Christian. The Pope once came to Benue State. Today the Pope is praying in, I don't know which country he is praying, committing the people who has died into the hand of God. The governor there, when the people start protesting, he sent soldiers, military, and start killing people. That's to tell you they are all compromised. They are under the rulership of these jihadist people. They can't do nothing except you people, except the citizens. So Biafrans, we must fight. To Benue is gone, it's almost gone, and our land extends to there. In fact, that is one of the hit points there now. Yes, our people are there and they are hitting them, they are dying, steady, and they are now flopping in inside Enugu and former Ebonyi. And if we don't do anything, in the next coming months, the attack will be so massive in our land. It will be massive unless we fund our liberation. I rest my mic here. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Onwachineke Mazi Chibuike, for that lovely submission. God bless you. And yeah, you spoke very, very well and at length. I just wanted to add to the topic before I move to the next speaker. 1 million, please just hold it. Yeah, I think you're going to go next. Then I'll go with God's will. But just give me some minutes. So we're talking about our hope not on evil appointed leaders, rather BRGIE and our Biafra Defense Forces, right? Yeah. And we all know that these Igbo politicians, Igbo leaders, they are not for the people. They have broken every promise that they gave Biafrans in Biafra land. They've looted resources and they continue looting resources of, this Biafrans in Biafra land, leaving them in chaos and having to put Biafrans' hope into no one else than our Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces. And so, for this reason, for the reason that we have to put our hope here, all of our hope in our Biafra Defense Force, we have them actually doing the work that the security unit that we would have kept all our hope on. I mean, the terrorists, the Nigerian army and Nigerian police, because for protection, we would need some unit to protect us, to fight for us, because we are already in chaos. We are already living in chaos in Biafra land. When I say chaos, I mean uh, the politicians promised a lot of things. I mean, when they say they want to give you constant electricity, when they say they want to build good roads for you, when they say they want to, exchange your resources for money that is going to benefit the whole public, but at the end of the day, it's just something that benefits only their pocket. So for this reason, we had to have an alternative by, by our prime minister creating a government for us, and we are putting all our hope in this our Biafra Liberation Army and our Biafra Defense Forces. And some of their jobs, the reason why we are putting our hope on them, one is, we have to give them the opportunity to, pursue these politicians, because this is one of their tasks. Although it's something that's gonna happen gradually. Nigeria is a totally failed state, and at the end of the day, these politicians, leaders, these Nigerian Igbo leaders are going to do what they called fleeing. They are going to flee away from Biafra land, and our Liberation Army are the ones that are going to, be on ground, building everything from scratch, and everything as regards what has been lost. Because literally, when the Igbo leaders flee, they claim their governors, they claim their senators, they claim their all of what they give them, all their appointed roles. But when we are winning, when in the process of this liberation that we are doing, at the end of the day, they will see themselves not present in Biafra land. And when they are not present in Biafra land, they are not there to protect you, they are not there to sit for you, they are not there to speak for you, because they are not on ground. So our Liberation Army have this as one of the tasks that they they have to do. You understand? So they'll be on ground to impose some order. They'll be on ground to, fight against the jihadists. And a lot of promises are going to come from our defense forces. Like after our liberation, they are going to make sure that there will be stability, in all of what we are going to see moving forward. There will be stability in our democratic cycle, in a lot of areas. So all these things are what is going to be put together along the line. All those promises of electricity, those promises of justice. Right now, the injustice that is in Biafra land is just so much, and our Biafra Liberation Army is what we have our only hope on. At the end of the day, there will be justice for everyone. There won't be a situation where someone will have to go steal from someone will have to just go behead someone will have to just go out to shoot anybody. This is all what we are suffering in that contraption. Every day in Biafra land, at least one person gets killed, either by the police, either by the army, either by the orchestrated clinics, the hospitals that have signed a contract with the Nigerian terrorist state to kill, to bring back, organs of people after they are dead. All these things are going to be curbed. They are going to be reduced in that, terrorist state. Right now, our hope is away from the Igbo leaders. Our prime minister, when he was with us, actually told us that we had to, go through a process of voting, giving these Igbo leaders a vote of no confidence. In fact, it got to the extent where we declared no Ohanese in the whole of Biafra land. Until today, it still stands that way. You understand? All these corrupt units, we have literally taken our minds away from them and focused on now we are focused on our government and our Biafran Defense Forces. Uh, it is vested on their shoulders for them to secure our borders. You understand? You see, our borders, they are taking that task to secure all of our borders. Although what they are into right now is this guerrilla warfare, where they have to hide and deal with the terrorists. Along the line, I'm very, very sure all our borders are going to be covered, you understand, from the coastal region to the um, Igbo speaking states. It's just going to it's just going to get extended to all those regions. So they are really, really doing the needful. We know the modus operandi of how our borders have been handled before this Biafra Republic government was created. During the Buhari's time, Buhari declared an open border system where a chicken, where a lizard, where a terrorist, a goat, a cow can come from Zimbabwe through your borders and nobody is going to, talk about it. A situation where someone can just smuggle goods, someone can just smuggle weapons from the borders, you know, and come use those weapons to kill Biafrans. This is not what the Biafran Defense Forces are doing right now. They are doing all their possible best to, secure those borders. We created the Biafran border guards. I can remember when their flag was raised in 2023 by our Prime Minister. And for this reason, we promised their flags not to be, to go down until we are liberated. So they are really, really doing the needful alongside our Biafra Liberation Army that are dealing with the terrorists inside the cities and, on the road, on the highways in Biafra land. So I just wanted to give us this ground explanation before I move on to the next speaker. I don't want to hold the mic for too long. So, 1 million, are you there, Mazi?
My brothers and sisters, it has really been a while for now, because you see this our platform. Anytime you don't have the opportunity to come, and even though you are listening, sometimes it's also good to listen than always being on the speaker. But just because Elohim has called us, to continue to do what we are doing, it doesn't really matter whether we are the listening section or whether we are on the speaker, on the mic. So we'll continue to do what we know how to do best. And the gift that Chukwu Okike Abiama, our Heavenly Father in heaven, has already deposited in us, we will continue to exhibit it. We will continue to practice it. We will continue to use it to bless the world and to bless our people. We will continue to use it to give the hope to the hopeless. We will continue to use it to revive those who think that it is all finished. We will continue to use it, that light that God has already deposited in us. We continue to shine in the midst of darkness, and darkness can never ever comprehend it not. You see, the most important thing is that as young as I am, I already knew for a very long time, not even now, not today, not because I started listening to our leaders. I knew, I have been saying it before, that this is the only time in my life since I was born that I have a government who is responsible for her citizens. And I cannot ignore the fact. I can never ever ignore this fact, because I have never been a citizen of any country. I have never been a citizen. I have never been a citizen of any country. But today, I thank God that we have a government. We have a government. We have leaders. We have great leaders. We have great men and women who God has selected to defend our land. Is it, do I need anybody to come and tell me that all these criminals that does not even visit their home, is it all these criminals that we see sometimes? Then when I was back home, then when they want to even visit, they visit they bring in terrorists to even scare people to even come close to them. Is it these criminals that when they build their house, they build it and put a very good fence? Somebody's mic is unmuted. Professor, your mic is unmuted. Am I coming out? Yeah, okay. So what I'm trying to say is that, you see, for a very long time, just that our people has been, you know, their mind has been controlled with fear. So with the with the fear of guns and bullets, because, you know, anything we do, they don't want us to speak. They don't want us to talk. If we protest, they kill us. And also the mind of the innocent people, the poor ones, you know, has already been conditioned with fear. So that is why you see today it is very, we are finding it, you know, very difficult for our poor people. And that is why we will continue to preach the gospel. Our light will continue to shine. It will shine in every land in Biafra. You know why? That is why you see sometimes you will imagine that after we see some certain attacks, all this kind of barbaric attack, either committed by the Nigerian jihadist terrorist government or the other way around by their own foot soldier, their own ragtag terrorists that come into our land to commit those crimes, our people will still come out in the midst of that crisis, that temptation, that evil, and this calling upon the same terrorist governments, you know, that allow such abomination to happen, because they don't understand that we have a government, because these people are not really enlightened. They have not felt the presence of the Biafran, they have not really felt the presence of the Biafran Defense Forces. They have not really felt the presence, as in the effectiveness, even though they're here, because, you know, so many propaganda, so many news. So this our people we need to continue to spread this message. We need to continue to let our people to understand that they now have a government that they can rely on, that they now have a government who their primary responsibility is to make sure that their life and property is being secured. Look, let me tell all of you, you will know, even that person that will come out and say, government, the so-called terrorist government, come and help us, so we are calling them. Go and ask that person secretly behind the camera, do you really sure that these people will come? Just go. Those people that are persecuting us all over the world, go. Not forget about all those stage this thing. Go and ask that same person. That same person that is calling on, go and ask him and find out, do you think, privately, do you think that these people that you are calling on your own, do you think? He will tell you that, you know, now I don't know why you're not on call now. I don't know why I'm just the talk they put for his eye. So, excuse me, my people, I'm sorry. So, you know, almost make me to lose my line of thought. So, what I'm trying to say is that, you see, these people, they will. Let the next speaker just go. I lost my line of thought. Okay, when I remember, I will come back. Thank you.
Let me say something before the next speaker picks the mic. I salute everyone once again, and we must continue. It is interesting to see that Pope from Italy now speaks about the massacre of Christians in Nigeria. That means water don't pass Gary. Because I don't remember if the other Pope that died, if he has ever spoken about the massacre of Christians in Nigeria by these Fulani terrorists. If anyone has gotten any post or any message where that Pope actually advocated for the Christians in Nigeria being massacred by the Fulani terrorists, please, somebody should dig out that kind of post. Let us put it in the mainstream media. But if in this time, where the Biafran people have created the awareness of one Nigeria terrorist massacre already, and then it has come to the point that Pope that has not spoken about the massacre of Christians for years can now speak. That means something is happening. Something is happening. And Biafran people are now the ones watching as other people are beginning to gnash their teeth in one Nigeria, because when we have been taking the bullets, we have been taking the bullet for years, nobody was taking us serious. It is because of us taking the bullets that they kidnap our leader, detain our prime minister, massacre Biafrans on daily basis. The terrorists that are in some part of Biafra lands now are able to come in because of the connivances of all these slave boys that are still serving the interests of one Nigeria, who wants to remain relevant in power just to massacre their own people so that the federal government of Nigeria will continue to glorify them and to append more of the black and white and yellow envelopes to them. While the Biafra Defense Forces are focusing on expunging the terrorists, these bloodsuckers who call themselves governors and senators and ministers are making proper arrangements with the terrorist foot soldiers to come in to destroy the same Biafra Defense Forces. The Benue people are now hopeless. They are crying and they are hoping to have had one Biafra Defense Force personnel in Benue who can take bullet for them, who can repel the terrorists, and who can defend their lands. But they are helpless because there are no men. But in Biafra, there are men and women who have put their lives on the line, who have sacrificed everything that they have to make sure Biafra land is secured, safe, and sound. It is incumbent on all of us as Biafrans to do what? To give them all our support, starting from financial, mental, prayer, logistically, socially, and otherwise. You may not know the importance of the Biafra Defense Forces that you have now, but the people of Benue knows the importance of your Biafra Defense Forces now. The people of Plateau knows the importance of your Biafra Defense Forces now. The people of Borno knows the importance of your Biafra Defense Forces now. The governors in the east, in the part of Biafra land, makes you to understand that there is no significance to the declaration of Biafra. But yet, they are bringing more armored tankers, terrorists to come and fight the Biafra Defense Forces and to go into unarmed citizen communities and to be killing them. If they don't see any significance of the declaration of Biafra, why do they deploy armored tankers to Biafra land? Instead of deploying those armored tankers to go after the terrorists who unalive babies, women, and children in our communities, most especially like the ones you see in Benue. I don't know if many of you have had the opportunity to go through the photos that came out from Benue. Just a cross-section of the photos where you see babies that are lifeless on the ground. I mean babies. I don't mean the mothers. I'm talking, my eye is focused on the babies. These are babies that you carried in your womb for good 9 months in rain and in sun. You suffer, you toil, you do all you have to do to see that this egg deposited in your womb becomes a seed, and then grew till that seed in your womb became matured to now have the head of a man or woman. And at the end of the day, you continue to suffer in the hard condition of one Nigeria till when you finally brought out this baby from your womb. Pushing that baby out with all the strength that you have, where you face life and death trying to bring that baby to life. And at the end of the day, you brought that baby to life. You now start nurturing that baby till that baby now started from it taking just milk to being able to now take solid food, being able to now start sitting up, and then being able to now start stretching and to now start crawling, and then being able to now start stretching the kneecap to be able to stand firm on the ground, and then start hipping, and then tomorrow start walking as a human being. This baby, you all slept and woke up, and then you saw that these babies, that the parents have suffered so much, whose life has already been taken away from them, whose hopes and future and aspirations of life has already been taken away from them, because these people you see now, majority of them were massacred in IDP camps. So that means their future, their hope, their life, their existence has already been taken away from them. They were not already living in their own comfortable homes. No, they have already been driven to IDP camps. They have suffered the fate of Fulani terrorists for over many years now. So after they have pursued them out of their homes, taken over their homes and their communities, and then they now send them to IDP camps. They have now come down to IDP camps again to come and finish the unfinished business of annihilating all of them, so that their remnant will not be alive again on this planet Earth. You see? Are you getting the point now? This is what you saw happen in Benue. The lifeless bodies of the babies you see there are the product of the massacre of the Fulani terrorists. The people of those communities will be wishing, if they had the opportunity, if they had the ability to have embraced the hand of fellowship from the Biafra Defense Forces when it was given to them in December 2023, that this wouldn't have befallen them today. Biafrans, God has blessed you and given you hope and given you succor and given you protection in Biafra Defense Forces. I know many people will not appreciate Biafra Defense Forces very well now because they are not the victims of these circumstances in Benue. But if you have happened to be a victim of these Fulani terrorists, you will understand the importance of the Biafra Defense Forces. If Biafra Defense Forces were not available, the entrance into Biafra land would have been vulnerable to everybody, and the terrorists would have taken control of it. Just like the other speaker said, there is boundary between Benue and Enugu. So if they are able to penetrate and to go in, that means you are all gone. You see why the terrorists, governors, and senators and ministers of Nigeria are serving in Biafra land. You see why they want to make sure they eliminate the Biafra Defense Forces. You see why they bring war to Biafrans in their homes, to shoot them in their sleeps? Because they want to eliminate you so that that loophole will be opened down, that gate will be opened down for the terrorists to come into Biafra land and wipe you. They are happy when they see dead bodies of babies, women, and children shattered in Benue State. They are happy when it is happening in Plateau. They are happy when it is happening in Borno. They are happy when it is happening in Zamfara. They are happy when it is happening in Kano. They are very, very comfortable and they love it. And they are angry that Biafra Defense Forces are blocking the entrance, that the Fulani terrorists are unable to penetrate and to enter Biafra land, because what they had wished is that what is happening in the other side will reciprocate in Biafra land. So that before they have already instilled the fear in the other end, then people in Biafra land now will now become hopeless. They say, God gave us Biafra Defense Forces for a purpose. That is what I want Biafrans to understand. That the massacre of these babies, women, and children you see in Benue, it is something that was projected to happen in Biafra land. But because Biafra Defense Forces stood as a defense wall, a defense mechanism, and blocked the entrance of Biafra land, that is why it had to get stopped where it happened. All the massacre you see happening in Plateau and Benue, this is something that was heading down to Biafra land. You may not understand or you may not appreciate the Biafra Defense Forces now. And to those that are saying Biafra Defense Forces are not getting what they need, ask those useless people. Ask those people that their parents gave birth to them and later regret of the seed that they carried. Ask them. Ask them how the Biafra Defense Forces are able to defend themselves and to defend Biafra land to this very day. Ask them if they are getting the logistics to defend Biafra land from her or them. Ask them. Ask those useless people that are using their platform to tell you Biafra Defense Forces are not getting anything. Ask them, is it you that is seated here with water in your mouth that is now giving Biafra Defense Forces the logistics that they need to defend Biafra land? If Biafra Defense Forces were not getting what they need to defend Biafra land from the appropriate quarter, will you say here of Biafra Defense Forces today? Is it not what you people embark on after the convention that all of you were using your platform to support NGOZI to call Biafra Defense Forces all manners of names? What have you people not called Biafra Defense Forces? How have you people not destroyed the minds and the commitment of people to supporting and donating to the Biafra Defense Forces? How have you not destroyed people's mind and brain? What have you not done? What have you not done? Tell me what people have not done. Is there any strategy or sabotage or blackmail or propaganda and slander that people have not done just to destroy Biafra Defense Forces? Thinking that you're doing something, thinking that you're doing APM, thinking that you're doing Ajari. What have people not done? So, Biafrans, you have to look at the dead bodies splitted on the floor of Benue land and then understand that this would have been your babies. This would have been your children. This would have been your mothers. But God averted this to other places as a message and as a lesson, so that you will know the goodness of Biafra Defense Forces, so that you will know the goodness of Mazen Mbikano, so that you will know the goodness of our Prime Minister, so that you know the goodness of all the men and women that are still donating today to make sure that the recognition of Biafra is achieved, so that you will know and appreciate those Biafrans that are in the homeland sacrificing their lives on a daily basis to see that Biafra land is protected and defended. Without them, you will have over 1 million dead bodies of babies, women, and children in Biafra land. So understand very well that our hope is not on these appointed Igbo leaders. Our hope is on what? Biafra Defense Forces, BRGIE, and Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who brought forth these entities. I salute all of you as we continue.
Yes, they were my minister, Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you very much, Professor. Are you close? So maybe when I was
go on, my brother.
Yeah. I really appreciate you, our Minister of Information. You just took almost words out of my mind, because that was exactly where I was, going to because when I was making my submission, I said that I have never, been responsible in a society or with a government, rather since the emergement of the Biafra of the BRGIE, and the only hope that we have is our line of defense, which is the Biafran Liberation Army and the defense forces we have back home. So this is our hope. So for me, what I was trying to say is that, you know, right from time, there is nobody, no Biafran that is in his right senses that you will ask, that will tell you that he's believing on any politician, any appointed politician, or any appointed rulers, be it from local to anywhere. No Biafran has ever believed in, for decades, for a very long time, because we have seen what they are capable of doing. So just that few of them, the only thing that they now subjected their mind to is that, you know, when maybe in this kindred as a whole, maybe in this full community, you will find out that maybe the only few people that are, you know, maybe able to do are just like, they are not even more than 7 or 10 in a community that you can find more than maybe even more than 5 million or 2 million population in that community. The only people who are well to do, who can say something that, you know, we stand, are no more than 7 or maybe 15, and followed by the remaining puppets that also, you know, maybe manage to feed from that table, so that you know, that is how it is. Then how do you expect that all these people, you know, will speak for you? They will not speak for you. So, and if you ask a real genuine Biafra, they already know right from time. So because what they do is that, maybe let us just see, my son, my daughter, maybe anytime you have a, some people, they sell land to make sure that they sponsor their children to be like Obi Kubana. Because the fact is that they don't really know. They will only hear that Obi Kubana have hotel. They have this one, he's doing this way. They don't know that these people are sponsored by the same terrorists that are invading us, that are killing us, just for them to able to deceive us and to subject our mind to some certain stage of no reasoning. That is why you see so many people, even those people who you think that they are very, very more educated, who are more enlightened, the way we think now is not the same way they think. If no matter anything that you are trying to explain, they don't think the same way. They don't even want to even make a research to even know what it is to be the Biafran government in exile. They don't know. So now, so the rest people has already subjected their mind that, oh, anyhow, any day is better for me. We thank God. As long as we are managing, as long as we are eating, as long as we go out, as long as you go and come. So, but we are here to stop those nonsense, because we cannot continue like that. We can never continue like that. If we all fold our hands and we allow these invaders, all these terrorist criminals, these people who has already installed fear into the mind of our own people, who are supposed to rise up and to speak and to support their own, but because of the fear of guns and bullets and the fear of all these barbaric attacks in our land, our people can no longer speak in the open. Now, the only responsible government who is speaking for our people, who has taken up the responsibility today to speak for their people in the international community, to make the voice of the voiceless Biafrans that cannot be heard in the zoo, in the so-called terrorist state called Nigeria. Now, what are they doing? They are trying to use this same set of people, these same few criminals that they have already appointed among us, to suppress the good news, because they don't want the people to be aware of this latest active, responsible government who has taken it upon her shoulder to make sure that the responsibility of to make sure that the defense and the responsibility on the welfare, that is the full full responsibility of our people, which is the Biafran government in exile and the federal government in homeland, for them to understand and embrace this new government. So that is why you see them keep coming with thermal tanks, doing everything possible, using those that they can use to keep, installing that fear in our people. But you know what? We have heard enough. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said that you will kill us, we will kill you. At the end, Biafra will come. We are not afraid of death anymore. We are not afraid of jail. We are not afraid of going to prison. We are not afraid of anything. We are fighting for a right, for a just cause. And no man or a woman born on this planet Earth can stop Biafra from from emerging, because Biafra is our only hope. The only hope we have is our Biafran Defense Force. That is the reason why we must fund our recognition. We must continue to fund this government, support our government until the world will hear our voice. It doesn't really matter the intimidation, the injustice that we pass through, we engage every day. It has not been, look, it does not shake us, it doesn't move us anymore. But one thing is sure, one thing is certain: Biafrans are light. Whenever there is light, darkness comprehended it not. That is one message that I want the international community and those appointees, those criminals, those stooges, those sabo that has already volunteered themselves to use willingly, because you have been doing it all this while you have been succeeding. I bet you this time around, none of you will succeed this time around. We have a government, and our government is responsible. We have our defense forces, and they are doing the needful. We'll continue to fund our recognition until the whole world will understand that Biafra has come to stay. I'll read the mic from here. Thank you very much, Professor. We can pass the mic. I welcome you, my minister, Minister Snow. You are welcome, sir. Go ahead, Professor, my co-host. You are there. Please, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. 1 million. That was a very nice submission from you, my co-host. Thank you so much. God bless you. We're gonna move down to Charles. I think Charles came before Godfrey. I don't know if Godfrey. Okay, yeah.
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, my brother.
Information Minister, Honorable. I greet you. I greet Master K. 1 million. Thank you very much for your nice speech. It's a great word of encouragement. And I thank everybody in the house. I want to tell you people that we are on the finishing line, and when the thing looks as if it's hard, that is when solution will come. I want to thank all of us that have been steadfast, that have been encouraging ourselves one way or the other to make sure that we would not allow our Biafra land to become a middle belt or Benue. And God is on our side. That is above all. God is on our side. I greet everybody. Based on what is on ground, I want to make an appeal to the House and to the government. They should come to our rescue in Enugu State. A lot of community have been taken over by these people. I know they will not succeed, but they are really attacking us there, especially that Yamuf area, Abugo, Kano Central, all those areas. They are already attacking us. I know that government have gotten the message, but I'm joining our voice with the Enugu State to plead for them to come and help us, because these people, they are on us now. They are really attacking us. You can see over 2 weeks now, they have been attacking us with the help of the politicians on our land. They are the one helping them, the so-called PGs, the Igwes, maybe whether to give them an action for them to know that what we are doing, they cannot overpower us. One of the chief in my village, day first day, I wrote something on my Facebook page that anyone still accusing our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa as the cause of killing in Nigeria, that person is an idiot. Just the chief now come to my comment section and was asking me that I'm too big, that this kind of comment is not what I'm supposed to be posting in social media, that it does not befit my personality. You know, they know me as a very good and person that shouldn't be posting such a thing. So I now answered him. I said, I did not mention anybody's name. What I'm saying is that these people are just fighting, making sacrifice to save you, and many people, instead of encouraging them, appreciating them, they are not fighting them because they want to remain slave. But everybody cannot be slave to the caliphate and Britain. So what I'm saying is, in order I know that many of them, I know where that word is coming from. Maybe it's from my community Igwe. Cannot talk to me direct, so he has to use one of the chief to tell me that I should not be talking about Biafra. So, but it will not work. It will not work, and they can't do me anything. But my concern is that Ihamufu area and other parts of Enugu State, please, government, all our ministers that are here, please, you should help us so that we'll remain on top, because God has made us to be on top. That is a little appeal I want to make. And I want to tell you people that we should continue what we are doing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Now,
hearing.
I want to ask you a question.
Now, I want to ask you.
This,
Yeah.
Igwe or whosoever, because these are among the appointed leaders that we're talking about. Can you just mute IBC, please? Okay. So these are among the appointed leaders that we are talking about. And you know, like as you just said, that he could not approach you directly, but using someone, you know, somehow to approach you. But is he, as an elderly man, is he an old man, or is he a young boy, or is he a small boy? Or even that person who is even sending that message that Allah himself to be used, he could not even ask this man a question that this thing that you are talking about now, is there any other alternative you have? Because now in that community, in that village now, atrocities are happening. Is it until when the Fulani will come and remove his own head, or his own daughter, or his own son's head? Because probably maybe they are not in the land. They are in Abuja or in Lagos. And now the only thing, the only hope, just like as we have stated here, the only thing that can save us, whether you talk Amu, now you know, whether you know defend Amu, is the worst for you. Is now seeing somebody, that thing that you don't have the courage to do, you now see somebody who have the courage to do it, even instead of you to support that person, even if you cannot come out openly, secretly, and make sure that sanity is restored in that land. My brother, if you ever see that person or those kind of people again, if you ever see those kind of people again as your person, you are your own. No, I am telling you the truth, my brother. I will tell you the way it is. Go ahead so that you will not lose your line of submission. Go ahead, please. The only hope we have, which is Biafra. Go ahead, please. Oh, the will Mazi Charles here. Go ahead. Can I mute your mic, please?
So I've just finished what I'm saying. I'm just pleading for assistance to remember us on that angle. The Igwe is not from that area. My place is far from Yamufu, but he knows me very well. He knows that I'm not that kind of person that I'm following this Biafra freedom of a thing. He knows very well, but he cannot confront me, because when we were in a meeting one time, because I was there now, so he now said something. He said that he was calling a zoo just to make me believe that he still understand what is going on. But you know, all of them are political Igwes. They're all Fulani servants. And sometimes when somebody will post in our platform, in our community platform, anything about what the Fulani is doing, he will give order to delete it. Sometimes he will use his hand to delete it. So, and many people are beginning to ask questions. Why are you doing this kind of a thing? So I know they are all serving, and this governor, they are very, very close with the present illegitimate governor, Mba. So because of that, they are just fighting, even when I was supposed to be the PG of the community. But because, you know, I will never work with the governor. All the PGs are governor's boys. So that was why I now prefer another person. But the whole community prefer me. So when some people see me today, they will call me the people's PG. Because when we ran an election, I won the other guy. But the Igwe turned it down and they gave it to the other person. But I believe it's for my favor, because there's no way I will work with a governor. There's no way. And I can never betray Biafra, because that's my own. So that's all what I want to say for now. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi. DK, again from your Ochezig. Minister Snow, I'm sorry, Mazi Goswin, Vincent, please pardon us, okay? We have our minister up here. We shouldn't keep him waiting. I don't know if he's yet ready to say something. Then, if not, no problem. Maybe Mazi Goswin, then you have him. Okay, yes, the minister, I'm sorry, sir. You have the mic, sir. Go ahead.
Don't worry, Gospel should go ahead and speak.
All right, thank you. Oh, thank you, sir. Mazi Goswin, because you know how we roll here. Oh, if you are close to your mic, you can just quickly unmute. And yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I just sent in my own 20 agenda just now. So what I want to contribute in what we are saying, our hope not on Igbo appointed leaders. The Igbo appointed leaders like the governors and their errand boys. And the governors are really not even the bulk of the errand boys who come on Twitter, open space, castigate Simon, talk bad about Simon, how Simon is so devilish, how this one, how that one, said everything. Where are they now? Even in their space, one of them boasted that, oh, we think the cows that roam about in the southeast is owned by Hausa people. So they are actually, these are our brothers that, so I heard somebody say Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana can never open his mouth and talk about Biafra, because who even knows if these cows parading about, how many that Obi Kubana owns? Maybe he has millions. Maybe it's his cows that is eating all these things. So these people have decided already that they are not going to, they care less. Just 200 was killed in Benue. People are talking. Have we forgotten Agatu massacre? Just some few years ago, over 500 overnight, totaling about 5,000 something. The whole communities, villages razed, churches burnt, communities desert. People have been in IDP camp in Benue since 2013. If not that we have visionary freedom fighters who were able, Martin Namdekano set up a defense line for us. Obatobi came and held on to it. Mazi Simon Ekpa came and held on to the defense. The only hope we have now is our defense. Those men there, those guys who have sacrificed everything they have to live in the bush, sacrifice their life, their comfort, their everything. They are the ones who is our last hope. If not, we are gone. We are talking 200 now. Give it 2 days or 3 days. This thing will die down. Everybody will move on. Life continues. Nobody's going to come back to say, what happened has there been justice? Very dark man, my brother, very good friend. I like what he does. But the last one, he went to the other community. The last time, that was some months ago. I'm not sure there has been any justice for those people. The last people that he went, there was one before this one that he went. I'm not sure those people, those first ones has got justice. So this one, he went to Benue. Yeah, it's good.
That one was in Bokos. That was in Plateau State. Bokos in Plateau.
Have those people gotten justice yet? I'm not sure.
No.
So what is the guarantee that this one he went 2 days ago, they will get justice? See, there is a systematic ethnic cleansing that is happening. It started from Adamawa, Sokoto, Katsina. Do you know that Sokoto and Katsina and Kano and Kaduna are Hausa lands? Those lands are indigenous to Hausa people. What happened? Over the years, they've been ethnic cleansing. Like they've been ethnic cleansing those communities and coming. You know, when it's happening in the north, we'll do like, oh, it's none of our business. We'll move on. It's Plateau. Plateau is bleeding. We'll move on like nothing happens. Every Sunday, we'll go to church. Every Sunday, our religious leaders do like it's none of their business. It's coming down gradually. It's now in Benue. See Otukpo. Benue is Otukpo. And look at Nsukka. See Otukpo, see Nsukka, see Obulafo, see all those areas. They are just there. It's just the corner here. They have rounded. You think it's going to end in Benue? No way. When they now get a strong base in Benue, they will now build cells, underground cells in that place and plan. That will be their launching pad. That's what they are looking for. So don't go to media. Our young boys and young brothers and sisters are on Twitter doing bigotry. Shame on to all of you. You are doing bigotry. Your land is burning. You're doing bigotry. Your land is going. Your land is burning. Your land is bleeding. Your land is gone. Like before your face, you're doing bigotry. Ojudoba, see how this one dress. They put this one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your land is going. These people are. Imagine only in Agatu. Just type it in any search engine. Agatu people lost over 6,000 people. Gradually. It's happening in today in Hiamufu. I saw the report today in Hiamufu kill. You think it's Hiamufu people? Oh, you are fine. It's Okigwe. It's not in your place, my dear. It's going to get to you. No matter how you try to pretend, the time to rise up is yesterday, not even now. It's yesterday. So whatever we need to do, we need to make hay while the sun shines. We need to make hay while the sun shines. We need to make sure that we don't let our last defense be broken. Because if it's broken, it will hard to set up a new one that will be formidable. Please, everybody rise up. One Ejema, one Eje, whatever you have, bring it. We need it. We need it. We need it as soon as practicably possible. We need it like yesterday because we have a lot of things on our hands. And there are distractions everywhere. There are distractions everywhere. So people go to their studios, they go to their stations, they go there to lament, talk this one, talk this one. What is the solution? Is it by talking on the radio? No way. Because if you keep talking on the radio and talking, I remember most of us, when we spoke to Mazin Nandekan, we told him, we can, talking on the radio cannot work. That was how Mazin Nandekan brought out BSS. It was initially BSS, Biafra Security Service, BSS. There was a lot of Operation Python dance immediately, bro. Then ESN came, and now BLA. To the glory of God, we have not been broken ever since that time. These things happening in Benue, our own could have been worse because these people, the kind of hatred they have in us, the kind of hatred, imagine they have the mind to burn children and babies and all those things in Benue. The Benue they claim to be part of them. They tell you that, oh, Benue is part of North. Benue, we are Northerners, we are one. And they have the mind to do that kind of thing. Imagine what they will do to you. Imagine what they're going to do to you when they get to your place. They kind of hate, they have this pathological hatred in them about where we are. They hate us like, well, how do we liberate ourselves? We have been bewitched with their cows. We have been bewitched with their witchcrafts they put in their cow meat, and they have bewitched us. Why things are happening? You see people, they'll bring out their phone to be videoing. We have been bewitched. That is why somebody will come and tell you that she's now a government. That she's now a government. She went to register something in another country and tell you that she's now a full government, and you did not ask questions. All these things are effects of all the poisonous evil we have eaten from their cow and their goat that is in our system. I don't see the reason why up till now there are still people who support NGOZI or ABOEZI. I can't believe that up till now there's somebody, whether you are even Igbo or you're not Igbo, that is following such a person. On what grounds? You are saying you are a full government, this is a government on the social media. This is the time for all of us. Nobody should come and say, hey, they are waiting to see action before they join. That is the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked in 2012. So those people are still not going to come. If you are those people that will call them in their stations and say, why we are not supporting this, because we are waiting to see action, then you will see Igbo men, big Igbo men. Is a lie. Those rich Igbo men, they were here when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was crying for $1 in America. They turned around and called him warmonger. World Igbo Congress released a statement. It's associating, telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a warmonger. Where are those men today? Where are they today? Where are they to come and defend us? Where are the obedience who we are not happy when court discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The Igbo people, we are tweeting on their page with sadness and condemning the government that released their own. People with Igbo names, maybe they are not Igbos, but they had Igbo names, and some that I know. We are against court pronouncement discharging their own. Federal government now capitalize on it. So when you see them talk, government did this, government is, they encouraged impunity. They encouraged worse things than impunity. Because when the court discharged Mazi Nnamdi, appeal court, most of the obedient influencers you see today, who are Igbo people, were against the judgment. They posted on their social media, they condemned it, they did all manner of things. And federal government was like, oh, thank God. We never knew. Your last line of defense, you broke it, and you want them to give your person president. You think you'll be taken serious. You people should have just been doing Nicodemus with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Be doing Nicodemus with him. You come out and be doing your politics, then you'll be doing Nicodemus with him and be meeting him at night and tell him to fire down, so that they will use him as bargaining power. But you don't have sense. Common sense you don't have. You gang up and say, let's hold him, so that your principal, who told you that you are coming out again to talk 2027? The one they did not learn. You want to learn in a hard way, maybe you will. It was Buhari you contested with. This time around, you are up with Tinubu. They will write all the results in Lagos. Even your local government, you will not win it. Go to court. Is it not the court they have? Is it not the court that is oppressing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you're not talking about? Is it there you want to come and get justice? People without sense, people that don't reason, they don't have common sense. Because you are supporting impunity. You think, yeah, because he's a Nnamdi Kanu, he has no. It's not Nnamdi Kanu that is the target, it's you. You are the target and they will come for you. Wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is today, he's one of the most protected persons in Nigeria. You that castigated him, or you drive to Otopo in the night. Let's see. Come out, even make a challenge move. Let's see. He warned, and everybody came against him. If not that Simon, God brought him from nowhere. Many of us here didn't know that Simon used to do a program. Simon used to be one Nigeria. He used to do a program with Nigeria flag behind him. That was when I started listening to his program long time ago. All of a sudden, God said, no, you, now you I need. Nigeria cried. No thousands of people that were following Obatobe then. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, because they see him as a detribalized Igbo person. They see him as a so Yoruba, they loved him. But Timazi Simon accepted the gospel of redemption and took over the mantle from Obato, our supreme leader. Imagine that there was no Simon. God used him because of the love God see for us. God used him. We have two great men who are on ground. We have two great men. So whoever that is coming to say it's a continuous process from Mazinan Dekano to Obatobe, no. The place of Mazinan Dekano, Obatobe cannot take it. The place of Obatobe, Mazinan Dekano cannot take it. These are two great men. These are two great legends. You cannot remove their place and now say he has moved to you, that you're NGOZI. Are you crazy? Please, Biafrans, rise up wherever you are. Biafrans back home. Shine your eyes. Be vigilant. The least you can do is to monitor your environment. All the communities in Igbo land, ban Apakara. Ban Apakara. Ban that rubbish. Anybody who wants to sell his metal should take it to the market on market days. Every community have a market they attend. If it's not AK, it's Ori. If it's not Ori, it's Afo. Everybody, nothing like this idea, whether they are Igbo, because they come and tell you, oh, they are Igbo from Ebonyi, or they are Igbo from Enugu, or Igbo from, no, whether they are Igbo or no Igbo, no. The ban on sale of scrap in every Igbo community should be enforced. Not few communities. I heard some communities, but the whole of Mbise, the whole of Ngobala, the whole of all those areas where this ban has been put, it should be fully enforced. No more selling of, because this men, when you come to the communities, you see this men pass you, they will not even bother to come and ask you if you have something to do. So how do they make their money? So what is it? Why are they walking around villages?
I can't hear him anymore. 1 million, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Because we can't hear you. Are you still on the mic?
Yes.
Or are you having no problem? Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead
Yes.
now. Can hear you now.
All right. So we don't, all the people coming into the villages in the name of their selling scrap and all, these are the people, these are the criminals, these are the terrorists. People, I wanted to ask a question. Do you know that all these people, we don't even do research. All these children, all these Alamajiri children that you see in their hundreds, where are they in the next 5 years? Do you know where they will be? You see these children, the pandemic that is coming up in Nigeria is not even about Fulani herdsmen. Those ones is even it will be a child's play. compared to the pandemic of Alamajiri, because they are all over. Go to Lagos, you see hundreds of thousands. Go to everywhere, come to Port Harcourt, come to you see them in their thousands. Destitutes living under the bridge, living careless. These are the criminals, these are the murderers. Yeah, those who is going to fight to the last tomorrow. They've been indoctrinated, living under the bridge, drinking water from the gutter, doing carelessly. You taking your own child to school. They are seeing you every morning. You carry your child in school. You drive past them. Sometimes you don't even give them money. Sometimes you give them money. You drive with your kids to school. You go and drop them in the afternoon. You go and pick them from school. You take them. They have been under the bridge. They are seeing. That's a danger, because tomorrow, those are the marauders. Those are the people who will take away sleep from our eyes if nothing is done now. If we don't get Biafra, I was talking to one of them on their space, and I said, if we don't get Biafra, that one say, don't talk about Biafra. We're talking about good governance. I just laughed. If we don't get Biafra in the next 15, 20 years, all these boys you see in their hundreds everywhere. There's no part of Igbo land you go to, from Umuahia down to Aba, down to Owerri, down to everywhere, that you don't see all those children, Alamajiri children, in their hundreds. Do you know what will be their fate in the next 10 years? Those will be the foot soldiers, that people who drink water from gutter. If they are thirsty, they go to gutter and drink water. The mosquito bite them from childhood till they are adults. So normally they are not okay. Their brains are not, they don't see you as a human. I don't know. So it's a problem. So if you think, oh, it's about Biafra, I'm not a Biafra agitator. I'm not IPOB. IPOB are terrorists. IPOB is destroying Igbo. Is this the agitators, Elohim, this, that, all the stupid things that did just that call themselves Igbo influencers talk. You think it's by that? You're a big man, you're living in VI. The last time I was in VI, look at the number of Alamajiri in VI. You think you're a big man, you are in VI. These ones will grow up in VI. Under these places where big mosquito like a bee is biting them, they would stay there and grow up and continue to see you drive past with your children inside your AC car. And you think it will happen? No, now. They will use you, they will kidnap you, they will mess your children up, they will mess everything, they will collect money from you, they will acquire more arms, they will chase you away from them. You have not seen anything. It's going to happen, because that's the ugly, the worst. We are even talking about Fulani herdsmen now. Those ones are even operating from bush. These ones are already in the city. These ones are already in the city, begging their mothers to carry them as toddlers. You see the mother will carry two black, dark-looking vultures on their two hands and be begging you for money and be doing like this. You see the small ones around, plenty. Give those ones 15 years. They are the murderers you see. They are the everything. They will terrorize you. They're already in the city. S-Men is operating from bush. The Alamajiri is already in the city. That is conquest. Over time, they will so fight you and terrorize you. Over time, you either run away because you are a Christian, and in Christianity, if they are killing this church, this other church does not care because it's not there. It's not them. So it's a normal thing. That means in less than 30 years, our towns will be gone. or so 30 years from now, our towns will be gone completely because we won't be able to fight them and they will take over. But funny enough, they are unlucky because we have Biafra Defense Force. They are unlucky because after the redeclaration of Biafra in Finland, the enemies planned to hijack the struggle to destroy it. They were unlucky because as the enemy struck, they were those who stood by the gates and gave their life and everything. I've not heard from my brother Ife for a long time. Hope he's all right. So we keep saying what we are saying and we'll continue to repeat what we are saying. Everybody rise up. Do not listen to anybody telling you about whistle and all those nonsense. At least that one has been buried once and for all. You cannot defend yourself against somebody carrying GPMG. You cannot defend yourself against somebody carrying RPG and AK-47. Can't defend yourself with whistle. There's no way you can defend yourself with whistle. It's not anywhere. Israel is not defending with a whistle. Israel is defending with God of Israel is not even the one defending Israel. Iron Dome and other things, and many technological devices. And I also say some of our brothers, some of them say Israel never supported Biafra, so because of that, Israel should go to hell. This, that. No, Israel is fighting the dragon itself. Israel is fighting the main dragon. What we are just battling is Scorpion, all these small Scorpion and all those. Israel is fighting the main dragon, which is Iran. Israel, if Israel can help to cut off the head of the dragon, then the other bodies will collapse. Just a question of time. If Israel can sustain the temple and not agree to this ceasefire they are proposing now and fight at least till the next 1-2 weeks, they'll be able to weaken as much as, because it's from Iran, they coordinate everything. It's from Iran that you see most of these things happening. All these terrorist groups springing up from everywhere. Only in Nigeria, you have Boko Haram, you have ISWAP, you have IKED, you have Janjaweed, you have Fulani Herdsmen, you have Ansaru, you have this new one in that is killing Yoruba people in Kwara State. You have only in Nigeria, you have over 10 terrorist groups. Where are they getting their funds from? From Pakistan and Iran. Iran, the major. So Israel, yes, you are not helping Biafra directly the way you should, but continue to fight those major terrorists you are fighting. Fight them. Just leave us with the ones. If you can help us in any way, you help. But we are no longer expecting you people. Our help and our salvation comes from the Lord and through our Ejema. It comes from the Lord, yes. But we have to bring our Ejema. When the Jews were fighting for liberation, they were Hagna and Egon and other groups. But Hagna and Egon were very spectacular because of their actions. Now Hagna, I think either Hagna or Egon is Mossad, and the other one is the Israel IDF. These were the two very formidable groups during their fight for freedom. Jews all over the world, majorly Jews from America, were the ones who funded their freedom. What is happening to Biafrans in America? What is happening to Biafrans in America? If we don't have Biafrans in America, we have over 1 million Igbo people in America. But let us not exaggerate. We have over 100,000, which I'm sure that we have over 1 million. But let me just say, if 100,000 of that number in America can just give us $1. You think not the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to ask? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to World Igbo Congress to ask for $1, just $1. They called him a warmonger. Where are they today? Most of them, one of them that was in that meeting came back home and he was kidnapped and killed. Mazi Simon used him to do program one time. This is a danger coming before us, and we need to rise up. Don't mind our brothers and sisters, those on the media, who is even from their actions, they are distracting. We are doing, they are distracted imagine that we had maintained the tempo we are on immediately after Finland, with or without Obatobie. It was not Obatobie that was on ground doing the work. It was not Obatobie. Obatobie's zone was to be in the media and make sure that for funds to be available. He was not the one buying the logistics. He was not the one going into negotiations. He was not the one doing. There were people. Those people did not go away. When Obatobie was taking in, if we had maintained on that tempo, but the enemy came, so tons of hatred, the same thing in us. That is why you see more people who open space and castigated Simon to the last. Where are those people today? Where are they today? OGOJA, one they used to call Chief Mwachinemel, OGOJA, that will be Igbo cap and be talking rubbish. Where are all of them to Afam, Anambra First Son? All of them. They will be on space from morning till night, plotting evil. Now you have succeeded. Have you not? Have you not taken away Simon since November here? So what is happening? 200 has been killed in Benue and some in Ihamufu. Nobody is talking. Nobody is speaking. Everybody has abandoned us. BIAFRANS, you need to make your donations in any currency. If you have a J, bring. If you have SEFA, bring. If you have Euro, bring. You have whatever it is you have. The Biafra Republic government in exile accepts every currency. Bring it. We need it for the multi-dimensional approach that PM mentioned. It says multi-dimensional approach. It's not only one approach. The approach is multi-dimensional and it requires a lot of capital. It requires a lot. So if you are part of the people who were once castigating our IOU loan, castigating the raffles, calling all those things fraud, and you have come back now, you are pretending that you are now a good person, you are now repented, you are coming to now become a Messiah. You have to know that you need to do good, more good to write off all the evil you have done. You have to do more good to write off all the things, all those people you deceived. You have to go and bring them back and say, I deceived you. Until then, you don't have the moral justification. You don't have the moral rights. You don't have the moral standing. You don't have whatever it takes to come and dictate what should be happening. The time we rise up is now. Our men are ready to fight. They need food. First of all, food. They need water. They need food to eat and have strength to fight. They need water to quench their thirst. And they need other things. Cigar. They need all those things because men that are in the bush, they need all those things to sustain. Then they need the men things to now work with. How will all these things happen? It's money. To feed those number of men in a day costs a lot of money. So going to your page and be talking nonsense, talking rubbish because you own a channel. You are talking rubbish, talking trash in your station because you own a channel. To feed those men, only feeding, only clothes that they are wearing boots. Are you happy to see the ones, the psychiatric woman paraded on slippers? How has tried to wear boots? All those things cost money to maintain, to sew clothes, all those things, it costs money. So the little people I bring in, don't go and demoralize them from your utterances. From your utterances, stop demoralizing people. Encourage them. Tell people to come up. We need to defend our land in unity and not in division, because the enemy came to sow a seed of division, so that while we are some of our brothers, half of the ones who are doing politics are on the space doing bigotry. Then the ones who are into freedom fighting divided. Then our land is at the back being taken away by those who are not on social media, by those whose interest is to go to villages and burn children to ashes. How wicked and devilish this people are. But they will meet their downfall in Biafra land. We are going to fight them. It's not all of us that will be in the battlefield, but everybody is important in their way. Those who can bring a gemma, bring a gemma. Those who can donate materials, donate. However you can do. Mazin and the can say, anything you can do to bring Biafra, please do it. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters. May God continue to bless us and guide us all. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much for all the wonderful lines you've just touched, all your submissions. Chukukika Abiyama will continue to enrich and bless you with wisdom, guide and protect you wherever you are residing, whether in Biafra land or in diaspora. So the same prayer goes to each and every one of us. Mazi Vincent, your hands has been off for a very long time. Please, I see you are close. You can unmute your mic and make your submission. Thank you.
Good evening, 1 million. Good evening, our honorable information. Good evening, our COS, Mr. Snow. Good evening, all the real Biafrans, the strong pillars of BRGIE. I greet everybody. The topic said, our hope not on Igbo appointed leaders, rather BGF and BRGIE / Enugu State, Enugu. You see, this very topic is very, very nice topic. There is no time a true Biafran will believe on all those appointed leaders. Because you that is believing in them, are you believing in them based on they can help you in any way? No. They can't even help you in your need. They can't even help you in any area of life. Neither. What they will always do is how to collect from you, making you to be stressing yourself and be giving to them, why they are supposed to be the one giving you. But all they will be interested on is giving for you, giving to them. That is how they have structured it, and that is why they have appointed them there too. That is why they have appointed them to be there. What they are doing is what they appoint them to do. The people that appoint them, it is what they give them as mandate to do, is what they will do. And that they are doing is exactly what they ask them to do. Our brother, I speak last. Thank you very much for that, your word. That you touch based on those selling apakara, tingum. All those things don't supposed to exist anymore in Igbo land. Enugu State is bleeding. They said, if you see the kind of massacre, the kind of court they give to Biafran men, those that is believing in one Nigeria, Because the reason why that court got to them like that, because they are believing in one Nigeria. If you believe in your father's land will protect you. But I always tell them, when you don't believe in your father's land will reject you. And that thing that they are doing to them at Gariki is Enugu State. How can somebody come all the way from northern side, come to your own land and defeat you? That means your land have rejected you already. And the reason why the land is rejected them is because they are the one that caused it. You know that you are a Biafra, and you are not even proud of that who you are. They are telling you one Nigeria. Who want Nigeria help? Who want Nigeria go help tomorrow? That kind of thing no day. Nothing like one Nigeria from Azim. You're not supposed to be waiting person with the open mouth they talk. And you are believing in them. And you always come out to vote and say you cast your votes. After you vote finish, the person you vote in, they will not allow the person to rule you. They will appoint the person they want that will obey them. And whoever that is working for that person must obey them, will obey all of them. That is how they have structured it. Benue people, that they are burning their children. You see children as in burning them as if they are goat meat. And they say they have government, they have senators. All those things are the appointees, appointee leaders. That is what they have placed everywhere in their so-called Zugeria. That is why you see all the whole police station. You see the DPO is Fulani man. Talk more of military. They have said is repentant Boko Haram. When you start appointing the people that is killing your citizens to your military, are you seeing the same? Mazi 1 million, please answer me this question. When you start appointing terrorists to your military, are the military still going to function very well? Mazi 1 million, can you hear me?
If you that is catastrophic now. Example of what we are seeing in the zoo, just like the way they are slaughtering 200 people in a day, and Tinubu is going to commission roads. So what do you expect?
So that is just that. You to know that they have already failed. Any country that has no military, how can that country function? Talk more of this Africa. Okay, let's assume that Israel did not have military today. Iran could have just packed them like a dustbin once.
But Mazi, Vincent, you can agree, and many of us are here can testify to the fact that what they have in the zoo is terrorists in uniform. These are not army.
You are right.
Okay, so
you are right.
And our people are yet to be.
But they will still be in the world telling the world that they have military. Telling the world that they have military. But the world, they are seeing that is, they even come out to say that is repentant Boko Haram. They tell them that is repentant one. Can any, but just like all these terrorists, all these Hamas terrorists, can they repent to be a repentant one?
The worst part of it is that they now they didn't recruit them into ranching or farming or producing something. They recruited them officially, giving them uniform to come and do those things that they couldn't do in their ragtag, so that they will be able to send them to Biafra land to come and die.
You are right, my brother. all these our so-called our brothers that is still believing in one Nigeria. Come out for your life, oh. Because if you, as you reject your father's land will reject you. Just like some of all these our brother that is in Europe, you will hear the news of based on the one that come back to go to where he's building, and they kill the man in that very place.
Mazi Vincent,
maybe that man
Mazi Vincent, sorry for interjecting you. I just want, in case we all know, we'll be rounding up anytime soon, because once our information minister picks up the mic, you know, we are calling it a day. So it's already midday from now. So we just go straight to our submission. If you are going to make a short prayer, those of us who want to make prayer should make, if you are not opportune. So just know that whenever our information minister picks the mic, we are rounding up then. So just go ahead with your submission. I won't interject you anymore. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. It may be, maybe the guy have already rejected his father's land, and his father's land can't protect him anymore. That is why they caught him and killed him and took his wife away. Our people should rise up. My own village, we nothing like Akpakra Tingo. We are not. Nobody is selling it in our village. And the Fulanis, our people have already chased them out right from time. None of them, any of them that they even come around to sell all this hanky that they are carrying out. Once it is 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, the person, they have already lived in my village. Every village, all the 40 United States of Biafra should rise up and make sure you stand with one voice, that they don't want to see any Fulani man in any bush. They don't want to see any of them in anybody selling Akpakra Tingo should stop. Because once you stop them from those things, they will just vacate from your village. Because this one that is coming, that is with the AK, which our people they don't even have anyone for now, and they are not even supporting our recognition in order for our BDF to defend them. You can see what is happening in Yamufu. Yamufu was the very first place that Biafran Republic, that BDF want to start defending them. Then they don't recognize them. Then they are believing in one Nigeria, and one Nigeria has started happening to them. Now they are shouting. But now that they are waking up, that they have woke up, they should come out and fund the recognition. They should come out and fund the recognition so that BDF can be able to come to their help. Because they cannot use ordinary hand now to come and defend them. Mas 1 million, I give you kudos because I always see you in every Saturday fundraising. May God continue to bless your pockets. May God continue to multiply all the people that is coming every Saturday and Sunday to make sure they fund the recognition. May God Almighty continue to bless them all. And may the God Almighty continue to protect and guide our leaders. Our Prime Minister, as we be appearing in court, victory will continue to be his in Jesus' name. Victory will continue to be ours in Jesus' name. Amen. Ancient of days, I am that I am, I believe in you. For where will our help come from? Our help will come from the Lord who made heaven and earth. It is only you that we believe and place all our hope and trust in. We call upon you, upon our leaders. Ohamadike, our leader Mazen Nandikanu, in DSS custody. Continue to protect him, continue to guide him, oh Lord. It's only you that we have. We have no any other person. Continue to protect and guide him, oh Lord. Because he is in front of the enemies. But He that is with you is in a safe place. He that is in your hand is in a safe hand. He will surely be safe. He will surely be safe and be strong for us and continue to defeat them until they say, go, we are tired of you. And so shall it be. Now, Chiko Kabia Mapuri Henine. He say, are you my mouth? Thank you.
Who never talk? Who never talk with your mic?
Minister of Information, yeah, welcome, sir. I just make the announcement a few minutes ago that maybe professor and engineer was kicked out. He has been dragging to be there. So, engineer, please just go ahead. 1 minute. Let's wrap it up. Thank you.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much. We had a very nice space today, and I've been battling with network here. It's not been easy at all. So, I believe we are trying to round up already. So, I just had a little bit of things to say. Yeah, we said we're going to pray for our Prime Minister. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow our Prime Minister is coming to court, and we dedicate everything that's going to happen in court into the hands of God. We pray that His presence His presence is going to give us more strength to do what we are doing, doing the needful, and God Chukwu Kabiama will touch the hearts of the Finnish authorities to see into the innocence of our leaders, into the innocence of our leader, our Prime Minister, so that his release will be, as quick as possible, and in that process, they will shame every devil in, the terrorist state of Nigeria. Everything that has to do with whatever charges that they have him held for would be revoked, and everything will be in good hands. Everything is going to be well. We pray. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for gracing the space. A lot of people spoke already, and we have just few speakers. And to every other person that didn't speak, I encouraged you all to grab the mic and say one or two things. But it's fine for you to just accept that position of the listener, because um, you would literally learn from the speakers that spoke already. So yeah, thank you so much. I encourage our information minister. He has been doing a very good work, and he shouldn't stop. More grace to your elbows, also to your deputy and other cabinet members working. You know, I wish you all strength. I wish everyone strength, and I want to, encourage people that are funding our liberation, funding our recognition. The ones that don't really have, much money, please. I always say this, that you should not be um, embarrassed. You should not feel very shy to put that little money that you have. If you don't have up to 1,000 a gemma, if you don't have up to that huge money to support the little one that you have, you don't need to be too embarrassed. You don't need to be shy to drop that little one. As long as it comes in, I promise you, little drops, just the way they say little drops makes a mighty ocean. That is the way our purse is going to get bigger and bigger as long as you drop that little. You understand? So if it's 1,000 a J you have, if it's 5 a gemma, if it's 10, any amount you have, you can just put into the government's purse, and we'll go from there. It goes a very very long way. You understand? So I wish everyone good evening. If it's morning on your end, I wish you good morning, and if it's night, I wish you good night. So thank you so much. God bless you all. My co-host and our host, over to you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Without wasting much time, we wish each and every one of us victory for Biafra, as Biafra will be representing the international courts in Finland through our Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile, Mazi Samoneba Njoku. We wish him victory as he is going there to represent over 80 millions of Biafrans who has already given him the mandate to represent them. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to bless our motherland and continue to heal our wounds. Thank you very much. Over to you, Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you, sir.
Thank you to everyone for all your support, your formidability, your consistency, your focus, your concentration on Biafra. All your donations are appreciated. All your sacrifices are appreciated. I love it that everybody understands that some places where the enemies of Biafra are able to penetrate deeply is where the Biafra Defense Forces have been sabotaged deeply as well. Because when you create that loopholes against your own army, you're making them vulnerable to danger. And they have to be where they have to stand with security before they can start to launch attack. But I have a message to all of us, because you can't continue to sabotage the Biafra Defense Forces and then you expect them to run to your aid immediately. What you should be doing is to give intel to Biafra Defense Forces, stop sabotaging them, stop neglecting them, stop embracing Nigeria terrorist government, because your only hope is Biafra. A lot of casualties that are happening are not supposed to be happening. Even while PM was here, on several occasions you will see here announcement made by Biafra Defense Forces of the sabotages they are getting from some communities in Biafra land, who rather decide to work for one Nigeria against the Biafra Defense Forces. And this same one Nigeria will be the ones that will lead the way to bring the terrorists to come and kill them. And after they are killed, they will now say go running, shouting on the one Nigerian governors who cannot give them security as well. But the sympathetic nature that the Biafra Defense Forces have is such that even when you have sabotaged them, they can't even turn their back on you. They will still come to your aid. That is the love of Biafra. But they have to be sure of their own security before they can come to launch attack on the terrorists that came to pick you. So we are still appealing to all Biafrans in all your communities. Don't become a useful tool to the Nigerian government to sabotage the declaration of Biafra. When you sabotage the Biafra Defense Forces, you're sabotaging the declaration of Biafra. When you sabotage our finance, or when you discourage other people, telling them that APM is APM, APM is finance minister, APM is defense minister, that APM have 3 offices or 4 offices, telling them that APM should resign, that APM is not doing well, it's not giving you what you want. You are destroying and sabotaging Biafra Defense Forces. You're destroying and sabotaging Biafra recognition. You're destroying and sabotaging the Biafra liberation. So start from all of you in diaspora that are using your mouth, who you are supposed to be creating awareness and bringing more people, convincing them to even come in to make donations to support the Biafra freedom. But instead, you are now using your mouth to be destroying from the vaccine. Some of you are calling for accountability of this same government that we just pick up from debris. And I'm waiting for the God of Biafra to bring all of you to the open so that you start disgracing yourselves the same way you started it behind the scene. Very soon you will all come out and use your mouth to be saying it. The same way many of you have started disgracing yourselves in different ways. The God of Biafra will still bring you people out to the media, and Biafrans will hear how evil you have become. And I wonder what the difference will be between you and NGOZI and a group who started accountability after the declaration of Biafra. And yet the money that she went away with, she has not done accountability for you people. The over 150,000 Ejema that people paid for convention tickets that she ran away with, up to now, you people have not asked her to do accountability for you. You're coming to look for accountability of BRGIE, which we were left with 3% of the government. You're coming to look for accountability. Now that we have revamped and cured many brains of people, it is now some of you want to stand up to start destroying other people's mind. It's only one thing that I will say, and then you will see yourselves where you belong. The God of Biafra will disgrace all of you that are planning evil behind the scene against Biafra Defense Forces, against the Biafran government, against the effort of those that are doing everything night and day to see that money comes out to support this Biafra quest. Instead of you to spend your time convincing people, talking to people, creating awareness on how to raise more money to support the government, you're rather using another means to destroy their minds with accountability. Same accountability you people wanted to use to kill our Prime Minister. Immediately he was detained, you people started asking for accountability. It's the same accountability you have used to destroy the minds of people since after convention. It's the same accountability you people asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give you. Then when he opened his mouth and gave you accountability of the transmitter, where the transmitter is, it was not up to 24 hours. The transmitter developed wings from Biafra land down to Abuja within 24 hours. That is why it is not business as usual. Many people will collect woto in different ways. If you know that Satan has entered you and decided to use you to destroy the effort of those that are spending their money, their time and energy and resources to put something on the table, to push us forward. If you know that Satan has entered you, go and tell Satan to use you in a different way. Because as far as I am still alive now, except I sleep this night and then I don't wake up tomorrow, then you can be able to put me inside box. Because when I'm no more breathing, you are able to put me inside box. As far as I'm still breathing, you can destroy the effort of many people that are bringing their tithe and offering to support this Biafra recognition. Do not allow Satan to use you I'm resounding it again. Do not allow Satan to use you. Allow God to use you to convince more Biafrans to bring more money to support this Biafra. Do not allow Satan to use you to destroy the minds of others, because your own case will be very disgraceful. Everybody should pray for our leaders, our Prime Minister, our Supreme Leader, and our leaders in the Defense Council. Pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for our leaders in the Defense Council. Pray for our leaders in the Defense Council. Pray for them. Because the defense of Biafra is on their shoulder. The lifeline of Biafra is on their shoulder. That we still speak Biafra is on their shoulder. Pray for God to activate the Iron Dome, which Israel is using in Israel to intercept all the attack that is coming. Pray for God to activate his own above the Biafra Defense Council, starting from the first top-ranking officer of the Biafra Defense Council to the very last. Pray for God, Chukwu Okike, to shield them all round. Yes, so that the hands of the enemy will not touch them. Because if the enemies of Biafra are able to take away Biafra, they will start from the Defense Council. And if they take away and defeat the Defense Council, those people that you see that we are seeing their dead bodies counted in Benue State, the number will be over thousands in one community in Biafra land. So pray for the Biafra Defense Council. And also for some of you that may be doing one thing or another that will be distracting the focus of the Biafra Defense Council, desist from it. Yes, desist from it, because they have a lot to do with now. Biafra Defense Council has been in battle for weeks. And anytime you see one of their personnel come to speak to you online to drop one message or another, they speak while in battlefield. And as they finish speak, they return back to battlefield. Because they are in war, they have to plan of how to face the war that is happening in Biafra land. As we all gather here, they are in war. As we speak here day and night, they are in war. They are in the bushes. They are not inside houses as we are. They don't have electricity as we have. They don't have pipe-borne water as we have. They don't have radio and television as we have. They don't have laptop as we have. They don't have good telephone as we have. They don't have good network coverage as we have to do anything they want to do. They don't have the pleasure of life as we have. But they have put all their lives on the line just to see that Biafra land is secured. I'm calling on all Biafrans to pray for our Biafra Defense Forces every single time that you have. Do that prayer financially, socially, mentally, and otherwise, logistically, or anyhow you can do the prayer. Do the prayer. Because what you people see on television, shown to you from Benue, is not really clear. Those numbers of 200 that they say massacre is not really clear to you, because before Very Dark Man could get to that place, they have evacuated those bodies and then buried them. Some of them you saw the dead bodies in ashes, dead bodies of babies, women and children in ashes. Now, if you had seen them before those bodies were evacuated from that place, maybe some of you will still have the strength to be able to eat. But there are people that will see that and then they won't be able to eat for the next 1 week. Do you know what it means for your own child, your own mother, your own father, your own siblings or friends? Just let us take, for example, we are all here now in this space. Then all of a sudden, a bomb is thrown in this space now. And then that bomb ended up killing all of us. Let's say the space is where we are physically present. And then they thrown a bomb. A bomb was thrown in and then it detonated and then killed, let's say, all of us, and then remain only one person. Then only that one person now will now be the one to be counting our dead bodies and be seeing our brain cells scattered in pieces. A war massacre happened. Today, they have put that one behind. It happened again in Plateau. They have put everything behind. They still continue to move on. How many times have you heard of a Yamuvo massacre? You people have also forgotten about Izombe massacre. You have also forgotten about Emene massacre, where Biafrans were having their IPOB meeting just in a place. They were just thinking and talking to themselves. They did not carry any weapon. Nigerian terrorists, police, and army invaded there, shot many of them to death. So, Biafra Defense Forces have a great task. So, pray for them, pray for the Defense Council because they have a lot to do. Pray financially. You know what I mean by pray financially? Pray prayerfully in the spiritual way. Pray logistically, pray mentally. Pray in every way possible you know how to convert your prayer. Do everything you have to do to give all and all to the Biafra Defense Forces and the homeland. Yes. Because without them, the dead bodies of the babies, women, and children would have been piling up in Biafra land and not in Benue. It would have been piling up in Biafra land. It wouldn't have been in Benue. The target is Biafra land. Biafra land. Benue happens to be the road that they have to pass to come in. And because we have not allowed them to pass, so they have to now use the Benue people as human shields. What they are doing is using the Benue people as human shield. That is what everybody needs to understand. They are using them as human shields. They turn them to weapons. Ask yourself, what is the offense of those people bent to ashes in their sleeps? Nothing. What is the offense of the Biafrans that you woke up to see their dead bodies taken out from the bushes in Iyamufu? You see machetes. They machete their head from head to toe, machete into pieces. What is their offense? But Oluwalemba, Soludo, Uzodimma, they are all tossing bottle of wine, having delivered Biafrans in those communities to the Fulani terrorists to use and do their feast of Jihad. Biafran Defense Forces will not let them go. All of them will be hunted down. It doesn't matter how far and how long Nigerian terrorist government shield them, but they will all be hunted down. That is the assurance of the Biafran Defense Forces to Biafran people. They have never abandoned the Biafran people, no matter the sabotages that they face from some particular ends, and they will continue to go for their succor. My COS, over to you, sir, as we round up.
Mazisane, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Greetings, Biafrans. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a little bit of noise, but the space didn't want me to hear everything that was going on today. Until I took the mic, I wouldn't be able to hear. Now, I want to also make a little contribution to the topic we have up here. First of all, I want to remind Biafrans that we have given every person who call themselves leaders, be it political or any form of leader in Igbo land, we have given them vote of no confidence. And that we did as Biafran people. You know, that was even long before the restoration of the independent state of Biafra that took place on the 2nd of December in 2024. So those people that you see who parade themselves as leaders in Igbo land are merely stooges of the Fulani. The playbook you see them rolling out for you is the intentions of their paymaster, which is the terrorist Nigerian state. They're not going to do anything that is not going to favor the Nigerian state. So that we should get in the back of our minds. When we talk about leaders in Igbo land, you're talking about Mazen Namdekani. You're talking about our PM, Maz Simon Ed. You're talking about our APM, Maz Yogenke. You're talking about the cabinet of the Biafran government, which is the only body that is going to pilot us into, that is going to get us into where we're going. That is the vehicle. Now, what is the fuel that is required by this vehicle? For it to be able to accomplish its goal, it has to be filled. For it to be able to move from point A to point B to actually go, or the reasons why it is there on the road, it has to be filled. And for us to fill it, we have to do what we're supposed to do, which is funding the government of Biafra. Anybody can tell you anything they want. Anybody can speak in whichever capacity they have to tell you why you should not fund your government. But before you respond to that person, before you accept whatever the person is saying, ask the person the country where they are in and ask them how they respond to terrorist attack. Whichever way they respond to terrorist attack is what you are supposed to do. Now, the fact that you do not have the fund is on you and not on them. Theirs is to speak, theirs is to obstruct you, to try everything they can to stop you from doing the right thing. But it is left for you, who is seeking for your freedom, to know if you want people to come in to tell you what to do about your freedom, or you have to do it by yourself. Now, if you are fighting with somebody, the person is pinned you on the ground, beating you and beating you and beating you and beating the living day out of you. And people who should speak, they walk by and they just go their own way. Nobody says anything about the person that is beating you. But I tell you this, if two of you are standing and throwing punches at each other, they break a bottle on your head, you bring two bottles and break it on their head. Everybody around is going to want to stop what is going on, because that will spill over to every other person. That is how our case is. It's either the people stand up and do what they are supposed to do, or the people who are killing and oppressing us will continue to do what they're doing, and nobody's going to speak for you. I have said this thing over and over again. The same way they accepted the fact that Buhari was dead and he continued leading the geographical location called Nigeria. The same way they accepted the Taliban in Afghanistan. The same way you saw the handshake with a 10 million bounty placed terrorist in Syria. The same way is the way they're going to work with this terrorist if you keep quiet and let them overrun your land. As for Biafra, they'll be here. Biafra is being defended in every way possible. The only thing that I pity about is the casualties that might be experienced because of the ignorance, because of the stupidity, the hatred in the hearts of our people, the hypocrisy. because it's hypocritical that you're here all over the world talking about Iran and Israel, talking about Ukraine and Russia and all of that, and all that is going on in the world today, but you're not talking about your own. So it is going to be a shame to our people that it will take a real dark cloud of rain to wake our people up. It's either we do what we're supposed to do, support our liberation army to do what they have been sent here to do for us, or we will sit back and watch our people die in their large numbers. Maybe then people will wake up. But until then, or until our people realize what they're supposed to do, we will keep relying on the power, on the intelligence, on the goodwill of our defense forces, men and women who have sacrificed all that it is to being a person, doing all that they can to make sure that our land is safe. We'll continue to rely on them and pray that Okika Biama will be with them in going out and in their coming in. He's going to always be with them. As those of us who are doing what we can, continue to do what we have to do to make sure that our land is protected. Asukwana na Barogi, as a Biafran, do not say that you were not told. As it is happening today, it might not have gotten to your home, your own land, or your compound, but if we keep quiet, it will get to everybody. Today, Two-Face is crying. Who is next tomorrow? Dalon, everyone. Dalon. Thank you so much, Mazi Sonny, for hosting this space. And for that video that you played earlier, if our people can only listen to what Padam Mbaka is saying and come together, Obugode Gije Enyo on Sunday. Find a way to make it a donation to the Biafran Defense Forces. If we come together, anyị nyekọ mmamịrị ọnụ, ọ ga-agbara anyị ụfụ. And anyị mee ngwa ngwa, anyị ga-emeghara ọdachi. Daalụ everyone. Thank you all.
Thank you, my COS. Solex, you just came to the mic. Could you make it snappy? 3 minutes, because we're rounding up, Solex. Solex, are you there? Solex. I've been follow come watch now you they do. We just collect mics, sit down there. All right. We look forward to seeing our leaders in court representing Biafra, and we pray for them for victory. Our prayer for them is prayer for Biafra. God will give them the strength. God will give them the courage, the resilience, the power to stand all the travails that have come their way as a sacrifice for Biafra. So every Biafran should ask his or herself another question. Our leaders, our defense forces, our Biafrans in the homeland are sacrificing their lives for Biafra. What is my sacrifice for Biafra? What can I sacrifice now to contribute to the result that is needed? Not what you will do to discourage other people. Yes. Be positive and do away with negative energies. Embrace positive energies that will bring about conviction, redemption, evangelism, and the repentance of other minds, so that can bring them together to come to the realization of the reality before their very eye. The reality has set in since 2012, but a lot of people decided to shy away from it until when they kidnap our supreme leader, they still continue to say, oh, it is their thing. But it is their thing now, has now become Fulani terrorists are everywhere. They are massacring us now in Yamufo. They are massacring us in Uliya, La Umutanzo, everywhere. They are massacring us in Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Delta, Bayelsa, Port Harcourt, Ebonyi. Imo, Abia, Anambra, Lower Kogi, Lower Benue. It is no more Mazi Nnamdi Kanu thing. It is no more Simon Ekpa thing. It is no more those IPOB people thing. It is no more those Ndi Simon Ekpa or Omo Simon Ekpa. It is no more those Omo autopilots. It is now the reality to everyone. So tune your leg in so that you can know what to contribute. Don't become a destructive tendency, and be a contributing factor. Be useful to the Biafran cause, but don't be useless and become a curse to the Biafran cause. Because some of you are already suffering the curses that you have brought upon yourselves long before now. At times, some of you will open mouth and carry mic and then do prayers. Do you know that some prayers that you do, He's already paying back on you? Because as you finish the prayer, you're going back to do the same destruction indirectly without knowing. So the prayer is already bouncing back on you and you're becoming useless every day. I salute all BIAFRANS and I pray for Chukwokike to give all of us the strength to get to the end of this race. He said, he said, he said, see you all in court tomorrow as BIAFRANS present Biafra to the European Commission.